Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogollon Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, as we like to call it.
Excuse me.
Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Let's see who we got here. Tina, how are you? WTF, Mike, what's going on? Northwoods, good to see you.
Tina G.
Tina, see, I started backwards. I started at the bottom instead of going back up to the top.
Miss Sandra Piper, good to see you.
I know Pops was here, and he's not here. He's doing something else.
He's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Good for him, because he's always hiding everywhere. You know?
He's everywhere. Like someone else we know. Sharon Guy's always, well, she's somewhere. What's up, Jim? What else? Who else? Jody. Good to see you. Chessboard, how's it going? Kind of. Running a little behind. Had to break down and get another air conditioner today. The last one I bought, I broke. Completely my fault. So we had a other one that was like, I don't know, maybe 5,000 BTUs that it was given to us.
Possibly. We weren't sure.
Yeah, maybe 5,000.
It was an older unit.
It worked until it didn't. You know, I had to replace it today, and I bought a 10,000 BTU. It's a big unit, good sized window unit. I'm just waiting for it to circulate. I haven't even had it on an hour, I think. So it's a little warm in here.
This house sits in the sun majority of the day.
Yeah, there's no shade.
There's no shade whatsoever. Unless we get a couple clouds rolling over.
That's it. River Morris, g'day.
Just
How you doing, brother?
the strength of the heat that comes through here. It gets
So I hope-
unbearable.
I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. Safe, everybody survived. We were busy. Well, I was busy as far as work goes. Stevie was up in Georgia.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. It was good. It was a lot of driving, a lot of traffic. I think 3 accidents on the way there. Stand still for a couple hours. An 8-hour trip took almost 11 on the way there. And then on the way back, I had some wicked storms. I had to pull off. I pulled off once. It was so bad. I think everybody pulled off. Turn on hazard lights in the rain and still can't see the car in front of you. It was bad. It was a little scary there for a little bit. I pulled off the first time, and Muggs was basically my weather guide, telling me that. And no, you laugh. I was so grateful for
I
it.
tracked her. I figured out where she was about, and watched the weather and said, "Hey, you're going to hit weather when you hit this location."
She's like, it's in the
45.
purple.
Yeah.
And as he's saying it's in the purple, I hit this wall of just ugliness of weather. It was a tough drive back, but I got home midnight.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Into
Monday morning. Yeah. Yeah. But it was good. I got to explore a little bit before I left the North Georgia mountain range, and I did some videos and stuff. I kind of went through it yesterday, but I've got to go through a lot. I took a lot of video. So, yeah, he was worried, Mr. Lee. He was definitely worried.
Yeah, no, she's driving a truck that she's not used to.
Oh, I got used to it.
Well, no, but I'm like, listen, you're driving a pickup, the ass end is lighter.
Oh, I've driven
In the
pickups
rain,
before.
they want to slide around. You know, I'm just saying, it was just, you're not used to it. You're used to driving a front wheel drive vehicle. This, she didn't trust her car to get up to drive 1,000 miles, so she ended up renting a vehicle.
I kept track of the trip, and overall it was 1,088 miles.
Right on.
Yeah, 500 miles there, 500 miles back, and about 45 miles up and around the mountains exploring. A
My
little bit
truck
of driving
just
I did.
hit 60,000.
That truck, the rental,
Probably has a 360,000.
it ended up. I watched it flip over to 52,000.
What year? Oh, that's a pretty good truck.
2024. It was.
Yeah. Roger Blair,
Technically,
What's
it
up,
was
bud?
a late model 2024.
Jamie Cotterill, good to see you. So, yesterday I was slammed at work. Stevie was home alone, just chilling.
Covering.
And, yeah. I was slammed. So then today I was like, you know what? Let's get out of the house. And we had to go drop off the rental. And
It was my last day off from
Yeah,
work. I
she
got
had,
back
like,
to work in the morning.
8 days off.
11, I think,
Was it?
total.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the first 2 days I wasn't sure that I was going to have off, but yeah. 11 total.
So today we took the boat out today in the afternoon. I'd say we got out maybe 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it was about 1, wasn't it?
Yeah. And we came back at 4. Yeah, something like that. We just shot straight across from the marina and fished and caught some fish. I got a couple bass. Stevie, sorry. got like 2 bass,
No, I got a bass, a
Pickerel.
pickerel, and
a bowfin
a bowfin.
or a mudfish or whatever you want to call
They
it.
were all big. Well, the bass wasn't that big.
Yeah, no, that was. I hooked a
You-
gar.
You got 2 good sized bass.
Gar was huge.
Well, the first bass you brought in was pretty big.
Yeah.
It wasn't constant. It was a fish here, fish there. We rode the outer banks of the lake.
Jamie, you're at 2 a day. Stick with it, brother. 2 cigarettes a day.
Oh shit, yeah.
Then you'll get down to 1, and then you'll be like half a cigarette a day, and then you're like, what the fuck am I doing this for? I haven't gotten to that point yet.
No, Mr. Lee, I didn't get a picture of the cake. It was kind of a weird cake situation. They did like a personal cake, and by the time everybody realized they did the cake, it was like, what happened? You know, and then somebody came and whisked the cake away. So it was like, what the fuck?
The cake wasn't. That is weird.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very odd. And Mr. Lee, I did think about you about the whole cake. I did mention it to Mogs. I said, Mr. Lee wanted me to think of him during the cake. I said, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
It was
No,
weird. It was weird. But
Mike, not normally. We don't eat bass. I like to catch them. I've had it. You know, I would if I had to.
oh
But
yeah,
I'd rather
For
just
sure.
let it go. Oh no, we've got some nice bass,
Heck
and
yeah.
they're
The one you caught today.
they're tasty. But like I said, I'd rather catch them.
Yeah, it's more of a fish bass for sport. I think the only fish we ever catch and eat really is crappie.
And catfish.
I mean, catfish occasionally.
The only catfish I've caught behind the house here are like they're a spotted bullhead.
Yeah, they're weird.
And
I wouldn't eat
when
it.
we were on the marina, Chris caught that. That was a nice channel cat.
Yes,
I would keep that.
but it wasn't a huge one.
No, but still, those are
Good
those,
eat.
those are good eat. Anyway,
Remember, Morris, good to see you.
that's our fishing report.
Hey, Jamie.
That's a long time to smoke, Jamie. 50 years. I'm not that far behind you. Pushing 40 years. No, it is 40 years. I think I quit for a year in that 40 years. Maybe a year, almost 2 years. That's right. Jenna River says, Mr. Lee, good to see you survived the procedure, bro.
Oh, that's right. I hope you're doing well.
Should be walking better now.
I hope it all went well. WTF, Mike? How you doing, man? What about pythons? Are they as bad there as they say? That's south.
Yeah, we don't get anything exciting here.
Down by the Everglades.
No iguanas, no
We're so far from there.
tegu lizards or monitor lizards
Thank
or
God, we got enough shit to deal with.
pythons or boa constrictors or
I was on the pontoon
peacock
ride from a
bass.
giant spider
You
today.
gotta go south for that fun.
Oh, damn.
What?
Mr. Lee, Queenie Pug did go to Doggy Heaven on Saturday.
Oh no, dude.
I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. That is terrible. Prayers, Mr. Lee. You know what it's like to lose a best friend.
Oh, I do too. I feel like we just did a moment of silence for Queenie. You know?
Quiet. Much respect.
Indeed.
Chessboard says, I smoked 2 packs a day for 55 plus years and quit cold turkey on March 20th, 2020. Anyone can do it if I can. It's a strong psychological game, you know. There is that physical addiction and there's the oral fixation.
What did I say? 3 days. Takes 3 days for nicotine to.
I don't know. But it is you know, we
First thing, get up.
do it.
Just hold it. No, get it.
We don't know what to do with ourselves. We're not smoking.
Quit smoking. I'm getting a room for a couple days.
Mr. Lee went to see the new Star Wars Mandalorian
How
yesterday. He said it was fantastic.
Oh, cool.
Right on. Jim says, hit that like button. Think of it like a middle finger to the algorithm. What are you saying? Yeah, when I quit drinking, I should have quit smoking too.
Oh, you had the one to deal with. You get not go doing both.
Richie says, cataract surgery. Be careful, Rich. Don't fidget. I have to have that done here, but I haven't even looked into it.
I feel like it's such a common procedure now.
Yeah, I know, but Richie knows they're your eyes.
I
Man,
know.
You know.
Oh, I know.
Don't touch my eyes. Are you kidding me? Yeah. We didn't have any bad habits. What stories would we have to tell?
This is true.
Damn, Northwoods. He goes, the last time I had any alcohol, hungover was a huge understatement. I even had to throw out a brand new pair of boots because of it. That'll learn you. So yeah, guys, you know how this works. Link is in chat. Click it, come hang out. Something you want to talk about? Or not? Come hang out. Yeah, good luck with that, Richie. I don't envy you, but I'm gonna have it done eventually. Because God forbid anything happened to this eye, I couldn't drive.
I know.
Nothing happened to him. Richie, his dog passed. Oh yeah, Jim, tell us about Transylvania and the Squirrel Festival, the White Squirrel Festival.
I looked it up when I was up there to see how far I was from it. An hour and a half. It was an hour and a half from where I was at.
It's not that far.
No, but you know, with everything going on.
It's here across the river.
I know.
What did you do with your dash? It's true. You know, and on Tombstone it says your dates. It says your birth date dash your death date. What did you do with your dash? Sharon guy, how are you?
Hey, Sharon.
Good to see you. Yeah, I would like to. I don't know. I can't say I do things. I would do things differently, but I wouldn't. You know, if I could do it all over again, would I? I would change some things.
Mosquito truck. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, it is.
I know that sound.
The mosquito truck just went by, so they're fogging. They just drove by. You could hear the truck, but then you hear the sprayers.
Oh, that poison.
Yeah, I wish that's not completely closed up yet.
Oh.
That window.
What?
I just got the air conditioner in, and I haven't been able to adjust it yet to where like I have to cut like a 5 or 6 foot board to put underneath it to prop it up. Genius to Stevie B, how was the wedding? Did you eat good food?
It was good. I feel like that's all I did was eat all weekend.
It's terrible.
Snack.
36 degrees in Celsius tomorrow in Saskatchewan. 97 degrees.
Oh, the weather was beautiful up there. That's for sure. I mean, it rained a lot.
You're a mechanic.
Matter of
You're
fact,
just going around the other street.
During the wedding ceremony, it had rained off and on all weekend. Cloudy the whole time, the majority of the time. I think I saw the sun poke out twice, and that was on the day that I was leaving. But during the ceremony, it starts first. It's up in the mountains. It's in a setting of, I mean, it was gorgeous, absolutely beautiful property in the forest, all set up and designed for weddings, and we're under a bunch of trees, and a little breeze comes through, and it's like starts raining confetti of little tiny pieces of pine needle and little tiny pine cones, and just debris, and I said it was God's
I'm
confetti.
gonna say nature's confetti.
Yeah, it was God's confetti. But then it started raining. But what was amazing is that it didn't rain on the ceremony. It rained to the left, to the right, but not right there in the center where the ceremony was going on. It was pretty cool to see that. I wasn't the only one that noticed it. It was like you started hearing whispering, all throughout. Everybody sitting there. Everybody noticed that it rained everywhere except for right there at the ceremony. So that was cool. That was very cool.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think so too. And then people were saying, well, it's good luck if it rains on your wedding day. I don't know about that. I just heard a few people say that. Never really.
Well, they say it's good luck to step in dog shit too. So
Well,
I'm just saying, there's some weird, Chessboard says Stevie B. Now that I'm 79, well, I suppose it will take Michael another 2 years,
years.
to answer an email. He will get the next one from my
afterlife. Jeez.
Well, hopefully, internet's cheaper then.
WTF Mike says the only difference between a wedding and a funeral is you can smell your own flowers on the first one.
Yeah. Miss Dilly says hopefully it gets cooler here this week. English peeps can't handle the heat.
Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, the weather was just beautiful temperature wise. No humidity. I mean, it got humid after it rained. I think Sunday, but then that was just Sunday morning. The rest of it was just cool, 70s.
Northwood says, you've been to too many funerals when you slip up and call a wedding a funeral. Sharon, good to see you. Congratulations to you and your family on the wedding of your daughter, Stevie.
Thank you. Hey, Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
Since I took the night off.
Right on.
Good to see you.
I almost did. Last minute. Spent most of the day working on a busted water line. Oh, fun. So you dug a lot. Because if it's above ground, as long as you can turn the water off.
Show Mr. Lee.
What are we looking at?
What chocolate Kit Kat?
You gonna eat it for him?
Not for him.
Well, what's the point am I showing him then?
I just wanted to show
Get
him.
milk chocolate Kit Kat. Or, yeah,
White chocolate. Vanilla.
It's about as melted as the English people over there.
All right.
Fuck. It's just about as soft too. Oh.
Oh. My thoughts were to what we heard on the radio that somewhere on I-4 there was a truck that turned over this morning, I guess, and it spilled out
18,000
pounds or something of
Kit
Kit Kat
bars.
bars.
I was like, you try telling that to somebody unseen, they're like, give me a break. What? Give me a break.
I would have been out there scooping up all the white chocolate.
Oh man, you get white chocolate Kit Kat over there?
Oh, man, you
get
don't?
White chocolate Reese's, peanut butter
Twix?
cups.
Twix. I haven't seen a white chocolate Twix in a long time. Those are my favorite.
Rude, Stevie. There's a starving kids over there that would love a Kit Kat. Where? See, in my neighborhood, they didn't get a Kit Kat. They know where I live. No.
You still probably won't get one. No,
No.
I'm just kidding.
Wait until October like everybody else.
Oh, that's cool. Tina said the mushroom coffee should arrive tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Oh, wasn't it a hijacked load of Kit Kats in Italy? Uh, where was that?
I don't know.
Now that you mention it, I'm trying to remember where it
Jamie
was.
just said a couple months ago there was a heist of some sort of a few million Kit Kat bars were stolen.
No, this was just wasn't it in Florida?
It was, and I thought it was
It was on
today.
I-4.
I thought it was this morning. They said they're probably returning to work.
Yeah, we had an excuse.
We just heard
because-
it on the radio. Yeah, it said that if they had an excuse for being late because of a overturned Kit Kat truck.
Mokes, River says, Mokes, I got to wear a white glove. I eat a Kit Kat so I know when I've finished it.
Oh,
More tongue, less teeth. That's all you got to know.
damn horsefly.
You're gonna see a picture in the paper tomorrow. It's gonna be in a house with just a roof on the ground and sign outside. Got to fly.
All right.
Like a tornado went through.
Mike said 12 tons of Kit Kat were hijacked in Italy. Yes.
Well, we had an accident with.
In March.
I think it's a Kit Kat conspiracy.
Kit Kat
Kit-
catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
That's what I was trying to say.
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Still can't fucking say it. No, didn't hear it, dude.
Sharon, does that mean you're still at work? He wants to know. I want to know now too.
I was glad it said I'm sorry. I was glad it said fly because I got the horse and I was like, oh. What's up, Jim?
Oh, another day. Mike was asking about the volcano in the Philippines. I looked it up and there was a lot more going on than what he made out. There was an eruption and a meteor hit close to the volcano during the eruption. And if you watch the video, a few seconds after the meteor hits, a white light comes up and flies straight up out of the field of view, almost exactly where the meteor had come down.
I know nothing of this.
No.
Yeah, it just happened. Mike told me about it this morning. I hadn't heard anything about it. And when I went and looked it up, it was pretty crazy. And the meteor coming down was a bright green in one angle. In another angle, it was just a thin white light. There was a couple of videos I watched and it had it in it, the meteor that is.
WTF Mike said that. Just said that. I said that. You heifer.
I've got a link. I can text it to Moggs. It'll just take me a minute to find it.
Tyler, good to see you. Robert Denduven. Chessboard, I'm not sure. I said hello. Hello, Chessboard.
Mr. Lisa, I also watched a new movie called The Bride. I thought it was going to be some woke rubbish, but it was good. There's a lot of woke rubbish out there.
You got that right.
A lot.
ton.
River Morris says, Mogs, you know Jeff has a pair of bacon shorts?
Huh.
He wears them bear hunting or something.
All right, I sent Moggs the link. He can post it if he wants to. And it's the best single one that I know of that I could find anyway.
Northwest says, on my way back to the States, I get stuck in the Philippines for 18 hours. A month after we were there, Mount Pinatubo erupted and buried the base in ash. Wow.
Wow. There's just something crazy about watching liquid red hot rock flow.
Do what?
I say it's just crazy to watch and know that
Red
it's
hot rock.
liquid red hot rock.
Oh. I thought you said float for a second. I was like, what? Richie says, the new He-Man, a woke beta male bullshit. A beta male.
And Stevie, the place that I went and had lunch, that was probably about an hour, but it was back roads and twisties and you wouldn't want to ride that in any kind of rain.
Oh no, I was riding it anyways. I was up in the Chattahoochee National Forest up there on those windy roads.
Oh yeah.
And it was pouring the whole time. I drove it all in all probably 5 times that through the forest, going back between the venue and the hotel. And then I went out when I went to leave, I stopped at DeSoto Falls State Park. I got out and walked around. I was going to try to walk the falls, but it was raining. The trail was muddy. I took a lot of video. I got to put it together and post it on my channel. It was gorgeous out there, even with the rain. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I wish I was a little frustrated that I didn't have better shoes on and I didn't bring my walking stick. Well, because I brought it with me. I didn't take it when I went for a walk because I had the umbrella. I was just exploring. I wanted to see if I could do it first, and good thing because I couldn't.
And then I really walked a little more and wanted to see a little more, so
Well,
I kept walking.
I did a little.
I forgot my walking stick.
Yep, pretty much. I got across the creek and walked to the Lower Fall Trail, and that ended up going way far uphill. It had a bunch of switchbacks. So I came back down, and then I went to take the Upper Fall Trail and got a little further on that one, but then it got to the point where I started questioning. It was going at an incline, but then 2 guys came down quickly, said they just saw a black bear. Said, you might not want to go over there. I was like, okay. I turned around and they said, you want me to wait for you? I'm like, no, I'm right behind you. I mean, I just figured walking out there by myself. I had protection with me, but I didn't want to be out there by myself. If there was, especially with the black bear wandering around the trail.
And you know, if you have a charging bear, you're supposed to stoop down to their level. It's so you shoot directly at them, not down on them.
Firing at them, yeah. First, you try to make yourself look big and scare it away.
Black bear, normally, that's how they run.
That's why I looked at you. I'm like, what? I wasn't thinking in reference to firing at one.
Down and
of course.
On their level. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the link, Moggs. As far as the Squirrel Festival, it'd been too many years since I was there, and a lot had changed. They did not, Hurricane Helene had come through since last time I was there, and they didn't even have a white squirrel on display. They didn't have the blood drive going on, and that was the main 2 things I wanted to show everybody was a white squirrel and the blood drive in
Were you ready to give blood?
No, not
Yeah.
do the driving I was doing, but I wanted to show everybody the trucks that they have, and they have a lot of fun with blood drives in Transylvania County.
Driving after, don't they give you a cookie and some orange juice and smack you in the ass and send you on your way?
They try.
Richie, what are you talking about? Iceland is not real.
That's Richie being Richie. He's just got to be that way.
Oh wait, somebody said something about Iceland. Jamie, I was supposed to go to Iceland in '74, but it was fogged in, so we stayed in Greenland.
The
Yeah, it's funny because Iceland's green and Greenland's covered in ice.
Well, I was thinking I was supposed to go to Iceland back
That's-
in 90, 95, I think.
Northwood says, Stevie, if the bear bit your leg, it would have broken a few teeth.
Yeah, would have. Indeed. Could have took one off and thrown
That
it at it.
bear just took my leg.
Knock it upside its head.
Iceland got to name the two different islands, and they decided they didn't want anybody else coming to their island, so they chose Iceland for them and Greenland for the other one, thinking everybody would go to Greenland and leave them alone.
Tina wants to know, but did you see a white squirrel?
No, I did not. Sadly, I didn't have much time to go looking around the woods.
Taxidermist wasn't there that day.
They in the past they had one on display, and they didn't even have that this year, and nobody seemed to know why. At least nobody I talked to. And it was the first time I've ever seen pirates at the little get together up there.
Our bacon shorts and bacon underwear. What movie was that? It's Dog Eat Dog World, and I'm eating milk bone underwear.
Mr. Lee says, I can't wait to watch Steven Spielberg Disclosure Movie 2. Comes out next month. Is it next month?
Well, I don't know if it's June or July. I thought it was July.
I thought it was July, but that's why.
July 12th, maybe.
We talked about the milk bone underwear a few weeks ago, and I went and did a little research, and supposedly it was used in A Clockwork Orange.
What was?
The joke about it's a dog eat dog world and I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
That was in A Clockwork Orange, was it?
Supposedly it was used in that. I watched a couple of videos today with a couple of supposed experts, and I know they got some of their facts wrong. So I don't
think it may be, but I think it was from another movie because I remember watching part of A Clockwork Orange when I was like 14.
Yeah.
Never watched the whole movie.
I've seen it a couple of times, and I sure don't remember that being in the movie, but the movie is so out there.
It seems I remember it something that Bill Murray said maybe in like Ghostbusters. I want to say he said it. I just don't know what movie.
He said June 12th.
June 12th.
Oh, Richie said it too.
I can see
it was 12th. I wasn't sure what month.
I can see Bill Murray saying that.
I have no desire
And
to
now
be
I'm
in
thinking Chevy Chase. I don't know.
I have no desire to be in a movie theater, but I think for the Steven Spielberg movie, I would. I would want to see that in the theater.
All right, let's see what we got. Yeah.
Cheers is the one that I remember it from, and Norm said it when he was coming in one night.
Who said it's a dog eat dog world and I'm eating milk bone underwear? Where I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
It's a dog eat dog world and I'm eating.
Norm Patterson.
Was famously said by Norm Peterson from the TV show Cheers. He was a regular bar patron.
Hey, Gate Smasher.
No, now I do remember it. I remember him saying it. Now I see him saying it.
Yeah.
Right on.
That was the one that came to mind, but when I looked it up, it said Clockwork Orange, and I just don't remember it in that movie.
Hey, Richie. So when you get your eyes fixed, guess what? Don't write in caps anymore.
Your reign of writing in all
Fucking
caps is
yelling at us all the
over.
time.
It ends.
The only reason I tolerate it because you have shitty eyes. Gate Smasher, what's up, buddy? He says, "Lovely night." Yeah, it is.
Mr. Lee says, Gate Smasher, did you hear us talking about the bacon?
He's got a bacon ghillie suit. He just guts out the pig and wears it like a shawl. Sorry. Northwood says, "I thought the milk brown underwear was Rodney Dangerfield line in Caddyshack." No, I remember Norm saying it, but I know it's been said more than once.
It's a good enough line. It should have been said many times. Thank you, Mr. Lee.
It's not a Dangerfield. I know about every quote from that movie.
That's a great movie.
That kangaroo just stole my ball.
The pizza was good. As I said, many things have changed, and the ownership of the pizza place had changed. It was probably 99 or 95% as good as the one under the previous management.
Mr. Lee, if you say the word bacon too loudly, you will offend a bunch of people who have goat wives. One's a pig, one's not, so go figure. Just saying. Yeah, I know they don't eat bacon. But I do.
Well, Stevie, we're glad to have you back safely
Thank you.
and look forward
Yeah, I
to
was worried about her with that rain.
and hopefully
I was worried.
any videos you post, we'll be looking forward to them.
I got a lot to go through. I stopped at another place. I have to go back and look at the name of it. It was a creek. It was this park sign with an arrow that said something creek, and I said, I pulled off onto this very narrow road that started off pavement, and then it just went to
2-track.
yeah, big time, very narrow. And there was a sign that said probably about a half a mile in that the creek was 2 miles ahead, and I had already committed to that first half mile, which seemed like forever because I was crawling. I just went for it, and I come around the bend a couple times, and there's another car, and there's nowhere to go. So we're both having to squeeze past each other. It took probably, I don't know, about 30, 40 minutes to get down to the creek. Well, I didn't even make it to the creek. One of the cars passing stopped. We kind of stopped, and I asked how much further did it seem, and was it okay? And the guy said, "Oh, you're in a 4-wheel drive. You can make it. You just got to cross the creek. Just depends on how high it is." I got down there and I looked at that creek that I was supposed to go through, and I'm like, yeah, no, it looked deep. It wasn't. It didn't look deep. It was deep. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not even going to try it. I'm out here by myself with no phone signal.
I would have done it.
Yeah.
If you
I would have done it in a heartbeat. across a lot of rivers.
I'm sure, but again, I was by myself with no signal, nobody out there. I wasn't trying to get stuck.
What's up,
So
Tammy?
I
Good to
didn't
see you.
risk it. I so wanted to. I sat there forever just looking at it, debating. Do I do it? Should I do it? I was like,
No, you made
"Ah."
it.
I know. I really wanted to keep going.
Excuse me. Makes me hungry, and I love black olives. Where the hell did black olives come from?
Pizza.
Oh, that was random.
I do too. I love black olives on pizza.
I had quite a few black olives on the pizza.
I like Kalamata olives. Maybe not pizza, but
Pammy, good to see you.
Mm.
But yeah, I took video that whole drive. I mean, well, not the whole, but little sections of it, like 6 minutes here and
Yeah.
10 minutes there. But yeah, it was raining the whole time, so wiper blades are going strong. But it was interesting.
I gotta take some videos off of my phone because it's full and I can't do any editing or anything until
That's where I'm at.
room. Got to make room.
That's exactly where I'm at. I went through them yesterday and I deleted a lot of stuff that was just, blurry and accidental. And I got rid of all that, and it still didn't give me enough space to go through and be able to edit some of it. And a lot of it is shaky because I was on the road. I had a phone mount and, just hit record, turn it, hit record, and it was pretty good. But I've got to go through and just at least stabilize it. And it won't let me do it on my phone because I don't have enough storage to back it up.
Mr. Lee marinates his own olives.
Really?
You grow them as well?
Cool.
Olives are good. I like olives. Don't eat them much, but
But Blairsville, Georgia is a nice little town. I enjoyed it out there. I just swear, I went to Walmart the next morning after I checked in the hotel. I had to go buy socks. It was the only store within, there was an Aldi out there, but there was nothing else as far as department stores. So I go to the Walmart, and I was like in a foreign country. I've never seen a Walmart this wonderful before. People, first off,
kudos to the South.
yes, I swear, because I forget what it's like for Southern hospitality and just people in general being awesome. Every person that passed, good morning, hello, how you doing? I'm not used to that. Out here, people don't even look at you when you pass, let alone speak and are pleasant, But going into the Walmart, the cleanest store at Walmart I've ever been in, everything was stocked and front faced and,
Like
clean.
it should be.
Like it should be. To the extent I was looking at, I went to the socks, I cut through the clothes, I saw some shorts on a rack, and I looked and they didn't have my size, so I tucked it back in, and I cut the corner, was looking at something else. I was looking for something to put over my dress. It was cool in the morning, and I figured if it was outside and there's a chance of rain, I wanted something to cover up with. So I was looking around the sweaters. I looked back, and not 2 minutes after I had looked at those shorts, there was an employee straightening them up.
Folding them real
I'm
quick
like,
and-
I'm sorry. I felt guilty for maybe
Oh, just touch
leaving.
it.
Yeah. No, but the people there were so wonderful. I got up to the register, and it was a self-checkout. Lady that was standing there, she, just great conversation. People were so nice out there. But that store was her. I said, this is the best Walmart I've ever been in. I told her I'm from, Central Florida. I said, I don't dare walk into a Walmart out here. She said, oh, I've seen those TikToks. And she said, is it really like that? I said, I swear it is. And we just kind of laughed. But yeah, that little town of Blairsville, people are so nice.
Yeah, I wish I could have gone.
Me too. I missed you the whole time.
Oh.
Heard from Ben.
Yeah, he's in bed.
He
Like
must
right
have.
now. He's sleeping right now.
He must have to get up early.
Well, yeah.
Work in the morning.
A lot of sun. He said he was in the sun a lot today, so
Oh,
took a lot out of him.
Yeah.
we got back from going out on the water. I think the sun got me. I had to go lay down. I mean, I shouldn't have been tired, but I think the sun got me. When you're out there on the water with the breeze, you don't really feel the full effect of the sun until you're out of it.
Made crawfish and shrimp stew.
Oh, that sounds good.
That just sounds wonderful.
Now, do you leave the crawfish whole, or do you just use the meat? Tell me, or do you actually? Mr. Lee says a lot of fellows around here wear dresses. It's the oddest thing I've ever seen, or thing I ever did see. It's cooling off, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. I'm comfortable. Wait, do you still
No,
not
just
feel
the
it?
tails. I peeled them.
Are you still not feeling it?
Sweat.
Oh. Excuse me.
I only lasted 20 minutes in sun today before I had to dive to cover. It's too hot, man.
Spontaneous combustion.
Telling you. Took off his hat and was running around like Nick Cage and
Yes.
just flaming.
I think he said it was the upper 80s there today, so that's tough on the Brits. Upper 80s.
Yeah, it's hot.
If I could have it 60 degrees in here at night, that's the way I'd have it to sleep. 60 degrees is perfect temp for sleeping.
We do right about almost about 70 degrees. I have the one in the bedroom set at 60. I need an extra cover.
60, I'd freeze.
Yeah, that would be cold. And I see, Mr. Lee, have you seen the AI of Trump dressed as up like Daisy Duke roller skating? Oh, wait, is it the Catherine Bach Daisy Duke or the Jessica Simpson Daisy Duke? There's a difference.
Yeah, there is. I've seen excerpts from the from that movie, but I haven't ever seen the movie. My little brother, he would watch the Dukes of Hazzard religiously.
You talk about AI stuff and how Mr. Lee says Northern Alabama encrypted. I've been watching Trump AI stuff. It's hilarious, man. But what Spencer Pratt is doing, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles, what he's putting out and what other people are putting out for him is hysterical. It's genius. he and even this is true. This isn't AI, but he made a stencil and it said, don't you wish all the streets looked this clean? And he put it down and they power washed it. So they cleaned it. Just, they stenciled it with a power washer on the sidewalks. And it says vote for Spencer Pratt. It was just his ad was, everywhere, showing how dirty the streets were. It's genius stuff. Rasta Loxy says, "Hey, was Patty hoaxed or what, y'all?" I don't know, dude. I haven't seen that that documentary that claims it was a hoax. I don't think anybody in here has seen it.
No,
Yeah, it hasn't come out.
I haven't seen it. Stevie, remember talking about the age of disclosure, and we said that we'd watch it in a couple of months because it would probably be on one of the streaming channels free. I've been looking, searching, and I still have not found it outside of a paywall.
Which is what? Oh, the
UFO. Yeah. I've found several listings on YouTube, but you open it up and it's something totally different. Fake advertising.
Mr. Lee says, Rasta Locks, the documentary ain't out yet. When it comes out, we will know. I don't know that we will know. We'll just have seen what they have seen, and some swear it tells the story, and some people say it don't. Not everybody agrees that it's that have seen it, that it's proof that it's a fake. So we'll see.
Yeah, watching videos, by definition, it is unidentified. Getting something in your hands is what we're going to need to see.
Yeah, feeling bad about not cooking in a while. Maybe just been lazy. I love to cook, and I just haven't been doing it lately. It's been too hot when I get home. I just don't want to deal with it, so we improvise. Northwood says, I have my AC set at 72. If it's any warmer, I really can't sleep. It's good to see you as well, Rasta. It's been a while. Glad you're here, man.
Mr. Lee, I agree totally. I watched that video and I really liked it.
Oh, the Joe Rogan, David Pilates, Excuse me.
I do the same thing. Yep, I liked it. It was a little bit long, but I enjoyed it.
Tell me that ain't some shit. I just went to go look at something, and I scroll up, and there it is. Joe Rogan Experience, number 2502, with David Pilates.
Yep.
Tell me my phone's not listening.
She just happens.
I just scrolled looking at something else, and in that thread was, third one in, was Joe Rogan Experience with David Pilates. That's crazy.
It's already out that certain vehicles are listening to you for targeted advertisements.
Well, by next year, they're all going to be watching us.
Trucks.
Every vehicle.
It's kind of funny because I bought this air conditioner and it says smart air conditioner. I don't want a smart.
No. That means somebody else can turn it off.
But then it's also
tapped in to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what I don't like is the Wi-Fi. And I'm like, why does my air conditioner need Wi-Fi? I don't need to control it with my phone.
I can put an app on my phone to start my truck from anywhere pretty much. And but downloading it, they want your permission to track you. Milkman.
Hey, Jeff.
How you doing?
Well, we took the night off from the show, and I didn't feel like doing anything tonight. We didn't have a guest, so took the night off. I spent half the day working on a water line. Don't even get me fucking started on that mess.
Okay, we're getting started on it.
What happened?
What was the problem?
Well, there's some undetermined leak underneath of the barn, and everything's working except for that particular waterer for the cows, and so I had to substitute with a garden hose. There's only a handful of them in there, but we went to check the valve that hasn't been operated in that manhole in probably 10 years. And when I went to finagle it with the tool, it decided to start leaking. So spent half the day fixing that, and we still haven't figured out what the other problem is. So I guess
What kind of material are you working with? PVC, or was it galvanized? What was it?
That's all that black plastic.
Oh, ABS.
1 inch, yeah. Yep, all underground. God knows how long it's been there. I think it might be older than me.
There's only one good thing about it being underground is when you glue it together, it doesn't have to look pretty.
Yeah, exactly. We actually just installed some new water line out here, and not up where I was working on this today, but state project we're doing down at the creek. We're fencing that off, so they want us to put a water trough out in the pasture. So I had a friend of mine that does excavation. He was out digging a trench about a week and a half ago and put the new line in, and then about I don't know, 4 or 5 days later, I noticed there's a big puddle where there shouldn't have been. When he was trying to find the existing line out there to tie to, he found something that apparently was still active that we didn't know about, because everything out in the pasture, well, not the pasture, but the barn area, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of a question mark, because we've never used some of it because we didn't know where it went, so we had to shut off. Well, apparently it wasn't all shut off. There were some pipes that we didn't know about, which is exciting when you
know about them now.
Well, problem is when you inherit the property from the old timers and they're not around anymore to tell you
what they did,
where there's going to be a fuck up at, that's the problem. Next thing you know, you've got problems.
Yeah, his last words weren't, by the way, don't go digging in the south pasture. So
there's stuff that that's we've found that's 2 to 3 foot deep, and there's shit we've found that you would have thought they were digging to China when they buried the son of a bitch. So
is it frost line thing or a freeze line? Like, is that what they went
the deeper holes were dug by hand. That's the that was back, when everybody still had testosterone, I guess.
Mr. Lee says NAC Elon said he's not making any cars going to make cars anymore. Just focusing on robots now. Oh, great. Maybe they could drive the cars because those fucking automated cars suck.
I also ended up buying another truck. Well,
what'd you get?
New to me, a 2014 Dodge 3500. And I did not buy a diesel because I am not spending that kind of money again.
It's a big truck, 3500.
The hell, the brand new Chevrolet 2500 Duramaxes are close to $90,000 now.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Why do you think I'm buying a 2014 gas truck?
I drive a 2014 gas truck, dude.
Yeah. No.
It's a Ford F-150, but still.
Yeah. Your gas truck and my gas truck are a little different.
Yeah.
I've still got a couple of smaller ones and that one old rusty Chevrolet that I pull the trailer with, but it was time for when I have to haul stuff further than are in town. It was time for something bigger because everything I have is a rust bucket, and I don't feel like something falling apart when I can take the hour drive to the butcher shop to drop off beef when I'm hauling 2 to 3 that weigh in excess of 1,200 pounds a piece. So
Right.
it was time for something that didn't have a rusted frame.
You're pushing 2 tons.
Oh yeah. I weighed a couple just by themselves, just 2 of them, and they were 2,500 a piece. Or 2,500 total, I'm sorry. Between the 2 of them. And you put another one on there, you're pushing close to 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a lot of beef.
Excuse me.
That's a lot of beef. And I got to weld some stuff up on the trailer.
It's one thing I've never learned to do.
Typical. I'm not the best welder, but I'm just good enough to,
Yeah, I
keep
just
it from
never
falling apart.
never even tried it, which is I don't get it. I don't know why. I guess because I took wood shop and not auto shop or metal shop.
It wasn't a necessity at the time.
No, I think if I knew how to weld, I'd go deep shit.
I
with
haven't
it.
used mine in a week or two. I need to make sure it's still working. Dad claims it tried to shock him the other day when he walked past it, but I don't pay attention to anything he tells me. So it hasn't happened to me. So
Northwood says vehicle prices are crazy. The first brand new truck I ever bought was right around 12 grand. I could have bought 6 of those for less than one cost now.
Chad, I couldn't go to sleep. I don't know what happened.
So you come on here, he'll nod off. So
That's what happens when I take the. Yeah, Chad's. I know, Chad. We were supposed to
Caught.
just get a break.
This is how he relaxes.
Don't,
like our
don't
Chad.
tell him. Don't tell him. Gary.
right.
Good to see you, Boggy.
He's not having to keep an eye on me, so he's on here. I'm surprised I'm awake right now.
So are we.
But, we did that. We did that beards and boogers on
Sorry.
Wednesday night. And
I thought it.
we got started. No, not Wednesday. Shit. What night was that? Sunday. And I felt so shitty once we got started that I told them, I'm like, I'm out of here. I just went to bed. I left 5 minutes into the show and tuned out.
Soon as you-
Good answer, Stevie.
As soon as he popped up, people in chat were saying, "Don't fall asleep."
When he first came on,
Yeah, as soon as he popped up.
yeah.
Well,
He's done it a few times here.
You're not the only one, though. We've had other people fall asleep.
I guess since I'm here, I can show everybody the bacon shorts that Greg's Aunt Verby sent me.
As long as you're not
Of
wearing them.
all-
Yeah, please
of
don't
all
be wearing them. Please don't be wearing them.
Hey, it's not the underwear. These are the actual pajama shorts, but she sent me the bacon underwear.
I had to get my hand on that button.
I'm not wearing the bacon underwear right now. But of all people, sweet, innocent Aunt Verby. I can't believe that was who it was, but I was thinking it was somebody like Hillary or, somebody of that nature. I was vastly mistaken. In fact,
Hey, Fritz.
no one suspected it was Aunt Verby.
Jay's watching in his sleep again.
This
Well, thank
woman,
you, Aunt Turkey.
this woman I was dating, I had only met her mom once before, little old lady with gray hair, polite and whatnot, from the South. And we go and visit her at her home, and I'm picking out a seat, and I go sit down, and I'm looking around, and there is a jar on the table, and it's formed into the shape of like a Daisy May, and it says tip something along the lines of tip jar to buy boobs. So
I would have looked around and said, "Am I in a business?"
it became
What?
a running joke. And her birthday just happened to be close to Halloween. I was in a Halloween business, whatever, and they had Elvira fake boobs, plastic. So guess what she got for her birthday? And she was so proud of them boobs, let me tell you.
Before I got married, somebody gave me a pair of those fake ones, like the Billy Bass display ones.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell they came from, but they ended up in my bedroom somewhere.
Scroll back for a minute.
I've also got something over here killing chickens and ducks right now, and I'm not too happy about it.
What do you think it is?
Well, I'm thinking it's a collection of things.
Fox, coyote, raccoon.
Right now, fox, coon, and possibly a hawk.
Okay.
Haven't seen one recently.
Are they free range or
Huh? Yeah, they're
free range chickens?
Yeah, I free range them. I've always free ranged them. I've never had, I'm not saying I haven't had problems. I have had issues, but the most trouble I ever had was probably, this would have been at least, let's see. It's been a few years. It's been almost 8 years because it was right before my kid was born. And they killed 26 hens on Mother's Day. The foxes got 26 hens while I was at it in the daytime. Yeah. It wasn't even dark yet. And I came home and I'm still wearing my, my going out clothes. And I walk out in the yard. I'm like, why are my chickens resting in the barn? Like I had some that were up in the tree, like in the trees, the sheds in the garage. I'm like, what in the hell's going on here? So I started walking towards the corn crib that they normally roosted in, and a fox runs past me.
Oh.
It didn't turn out well for him. I didn't have anything on the time, but I waited for him. He got introduced to a 22 Magnum.
Died of lead poisoning.
Yeah, and then his assistant found out what a 12 gauge 3-inch turkey load was about an hour and a half later when it decided to come prowling around the back side of the barn while I was out there catching the rest of the birds.
Turkey load, just bird shot?
Yeah, it's heavy bird shot. Anywhere from 2s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. So he caught an assortment, depending on if it was a custom load or not. And I was using number 2 3-inch Nitro Magnum Remingtons, and I like to refer to those as the angry shells.
They're so angry.
He wasn't in very good shape after I used that particular.
I never hunted turkey.
I've hunted a bunch of them, but I've never shot one.
That's
It's
the same
kind
thing
of,
with me and deer. I've been in the woods for a lifetime and I've never shot a deer. I
I've
butchered
killed
them.
train,
You
I've
know,
killed train car loads worth of deer.
I was a big bird hunter. You know, we used to do pheasant.
Oh, I tell you, I used to
Ducker.
do that, and when I did it, it was awesome. I mean,
Yeah, we stocked our own birds. It was cool. We had a
well, that's what we had to do here. We had to stock our own birds because there wasn't any birds here.
yeah, we had a hunting lease, about 700 acres.
There's
So
still a few people around here that do it, but I don't feel like paying the money to go.
Blackie says this is the most Jeff's talked in a while. Actually, this is the longest he's been awake lately.
I love you, brother.
Thanks, Chad. I was afraid you were going to be in here. Honestly, I don't know how I'm awake right now. I was kind of surprised. I figured I'd be passed out in my chair right now.
What you drinking?
There's rum and Coke Zero in this
We'll
right
give
now.
you, we'll give you 10 minutes.
There you go.
He'll be
Where's
snoring.
the lime?
It depends on whether or not I put some of this Stoker's in.
I have a little more faith in you. I give you 20.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
If the Stoker's is present, I'll be fine.
Or you'll
What is
roll
that?
one. Some kind of chew.
Yeah, Stoker's chewing tobacco. As far as I'm convinced, that is the best all around chew because you can buy it by the tub for way less than what we have to pay for it here. I get it in Pennsylvania because it's cheaper.
Stevie
Oh.
discovered that cigarettes are cheaper in Georgia.
Oh God! Well, South Georgia. I don't
If
know
you-
what small town I was in. I pulled off a 75, and they were $4.99 a pack.
If you go
Bought
into
everybody
Pennsylvania, if you go into Pennsylvania, it is cheaper to buy any chewing tobacco there, any tobacco at all. If I tried to buy a tub of chewing tobacco here, which they don't sell in tubs, Christ, I'd probably spend $60 on a damn tub of chewing tobacco. I go to Pennsylvania, it's somewhere between $25 and $35.
It's crazy.
Depending on what it is, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But
Taxes.
who was it was talking about shooting woodcocks? Oh, was that Northwoods? Yeah. Northwoods, I've tried to hit those things. I've only ever seen a couple of them, and the damn things take off. I've only known a couple guys around here that even shot him. One he got here, and the other one was up in Maine.
Woodcocks. Never duck hunted either.
Did you ever shoot any grouse?
Chucker.
Chuck? Oh God, them things. Chuckers are a pain in the ass. I've killed chuckers, but you chase them for damn half a mile before they want to get up and fly away from you. Sometimes.
We had a callback pen too.
Really?
So we'd leave like one or two in the callback pen, and they call the other birds back in. Didn't always get them all back, but it worked.
Well, when we'd do these release birds, it'd usually be quails, chucker, and pheasants, and you know the quails were whatever, they'd just pop out on you. Chuckers would be a gigantic pain in the ass, and a pheasant, you didn't know if that thing was what it was gonna do half the time. It might blow up straight up like a damn helicopter trying to shoot it.
You go away from you. Yeah.
Yeah. I had one time they planted this one pretty good in the middle of the woods, and when it took off, I put all 3 shells at it with my 1100. I never touched it. I was like, what in the hell? That thing just went straight up like it was a damn helicopter. It just rose up out of there, and I blasted the hell out of it and never hit it.
Did you dog hunt?
Yeah, I had a couple of German short hairs.
Yeah, there's nothing like working with a good dog.
I'll tell you what,
That's incredible.
you do it that way, and then you try shooting bears over a good dog, hunting big game over a dog, 10 times more exciting than trying to shoot a bird over one.
Hmm.
I did it on bears, I did it on hogs, and I've shot everything from ducks, geese, and pheasants, quail, chuckers over dogs, and then I've shot pigs and bears over dogs, and nothing excites me more than using a dog.
Where did you hunt bear?
Maine. I've done it 3 times. I'm going for my 4th this year.
Where do you go in Maine?
It's in Franklin County, which is one of the big college towns. It's only about 2 hours from the Canadian border.
Oh, you're way up.
Less. It's right up against, I think, New Brunswick, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And they have the owners have a camp there too. And I've been close enough to Canada the first time we went and the last time we went. Well, I know the first time we went, I was so close to Canada when I shot that bear, I'm pretty sure my bullets flew across the border.
Huh. You see any moose while you're up there?
Oh shit.
Scare the hell out of you, don't they?
I have had some run-ins with moose up there. The first year we went, I had a moose selfie, and when I find it, I'll send it to you. But I wasn't one of those stupid, tourists from Yellowstone that tried to walk up to the damn thing and
Take a selfie.
I stood on the passenger side door while it was over here on the driver's side in the middle of the road and just stood close enough to the bumper that when I took the picture, if something went to hell, I could just step back into the truck. So I didn't put myself in one of those situations where I was going to get gored.
WTF Mike says we're not supposed to shoot towards the border when
Yeah.
when we're oops, damn.
Well, the bear was in the tree, so we had a tree bear, and I got stuck in a mud hole in the shooting process. That was exciting. I stepped back. I was standing on a tree root, and I stepped off as I fired my last round, and the gun went empty. He was still coming down the tree, but he had been hit 5 times. So he kind of veered off and about landed on me. And I was laying on the ground with an empty rifle. And I was kind of in a situation.
Yeah.
And somehow he was not done, even though he was shot to hell. But he was waving his head around trying to bite at stuff, and next thing I know, I see the guy behind me. I see a pistol barrel coming over my head, and I'm like, go ahead.
Well, what are the options?
He's like, do you mind? I was like, no.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
What state do you live in?
I'm in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Maryland.
Chad, I trigger disciplined my entire magazine into it. That's what I did. When you see the ass end of a large black creature coming out of a tree at you,
It's not a Bigfoot.
it wasn't a Bigfoot, but it can still tear you a new one. You're putting every round possible into that thing before it comes down.
Time to go all in.
Exactly. Trust me, if I could have fed a couple more into it, I wouldn't have needed an assistant. But I was in a precarious situation at the time. When you fall backwards into a mud hole, you're kind of in a spot.
Yeah, that's not a good place to be.
And then I have the guide across from me, waving his 44 Magnum towards me, and I'm like, no, I'm here. The bear is here. So,
That's some thick country up there, man.
man, you ain't kidding. It is the first year we went was that same weekend. I volunteered to go up on the mountain to help retrieve a dog, and he gave me the GPS and said, just keep heading this direction, because he was going back to the truck because we found another trail while we were hiking in. Because there's trails up there that aren't marked that no one knows about, So we walked into another trail we didn't know, and he got on there and he goes, I'm going to get back to the truck. I said, well, I'll keep going because I know where he's at. He's like, well, here, take this. I know how to get back here. Well, I walked in there. I couldn't see the dog. I could see him on the GPS at about 500 yards, but I couldn't see the dog until we were about 50 yards apart. That's how thick that stuff was. Not to mention, when I walked in on that trail, there was a bunch of fresh moose sign.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking,
Oh,
oh, and I ain't carrying nothing except
Oh,
a damn knife, And I'm walking up in there looking at this crossing, and I'm going, ooh, I don't want to be here right now. Because we had plenty of encounters in the first year I went was about 2020, and I've been there 3 hunts since then. This year will be the 4th one. And pretty much every time I've gone, we've had a moose encounter. I've taken pictures with them on the other side of the truck. I've come around the corner riding with the guide, and there's one so close I could hang out the window and slap it. I mean, we've seen them where you'd be driving down the road and you'd look and you wouldn't see nothing. The guy'd go, hey, hold on, I'm going to get out of the truck. I'm like, what's he doing? And he walks over and he starts cow calling. And 15, 20 yards off the road, you'll see a moose. I mean, a big bull. This thing was trophy size to the extreme. And he's sitting inside the wood line, and you don't even see his body. You just see a shovel tip inside of the brush.
oh, no way.
And I'm looking at that thing. His hump would have probably been up above, up like the top of the cab on my 3500. That sucker was big. I've seen last time we went would have been 24, and that one, he wasn't a huge bull, but we got up right behind him, following up the trail towards our outfitter who was guiding, and friend of mine was on the other side of the truck, and he never seen him. We were on the Polaris Ranger following this thing because we were out baiting a different section while the guide and my buddy were out, and I was with the other guide. And we were following. We seen it pop out on the trail, and we're like, all right, we'll back off of it. It'll get off of here. It just kept going right up that road, and it went to that dead end where they were parked at. And my friend Carl was on the other side of the truck petting the dogs. He didn't even see it. it went around the truck and went into the bait station. And the owner, Bob, who's like, looks like John Wayne, he's about 6'4", he's standing in there checking the bait station camera for the bears. And all of a sudden, here comes this moose blowing through, knocks the damn barrel over, and just takes it right through the. And we pull in, and he comes out, and he goes, "Did you just run it through here?" I said, "We backed off like a couple 100 yards, and it still kept coming up the trail. We thought it was going to turn off." And he's like, "Well, I guess we ain't running any dogs over here today because they're going to chase that dumb thing. So we had to go to a different spot."
I've never seen experienced a moose in the wild.
Oh man, it's cool.
I've seen elk, but I was up in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire, which is about 10 miles from the Canadian border. And we were hunting up there. I wasn't hunting. I was my uncle. He was hunting. I was just hanging out. And we got in the woods. He ended up shooting a rabbit. And I walked it back to the truck. And he stayed in the woods. But as I'm walking, I come across fresh moose tracks. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm not carrying. I don't have a weapon. I had a knife.
Yeah, you really got to be careful around moose because you don't know.
They will stomp the shit out of you. My cousin lived in Old Town, or lives in Old Town, Maine, and his buddy was driving a quad in the woods, and he came flying around a corner in the woods and ran smack into a moose and killed him.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was laughing at what Blackie just wrote.
Damn, Jeffrey, did you?
yeah. I really don't know what happened.
He's having a good
Just
time.
after that cup, so we'll see.
Don't tell Jerry. Don't tell Jerry. Old line cryptids. I would hope there's content. There's at least 90 some videos up there.
Judy says black bear have been spotted more often here in Arkansas. Yeah, we got them here in Florida, and I'm all over.
Chad, I don't know what happened. I want to tell Jerry.
Apparently, there was one on the trail up in Georgia
Yeah,
this weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
Those two guys came out. They were hustling. I don't know. I didn't get to ask like how far from it they got, but I was walking up the trail in Georgia just this past weekend, and I was by myself. I got up a little ways, and these two guys come hustling down. Said, "You might not want to go any further. We just saw a black bear." I said, "On the trail?" They said, "Yeah, it's on the trail."
She said, "Wait up."
No, they offered to wait for me. I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm right behind you." I'm not going up there by myself. Nothing.
Yeah.
Blackie said, "You're having fun, brother. I love it."
Sometimes I wonder if I need to do like an outdoor adventure podcast because I swear like I've had some crazy shit with that too. I tell you, when you're riding around the woods in Maine, you don't know what the hell you're going to come across. I've encountered everything from bear killing dogs to moose trying to run you over to crackheads brandishing firearms. I mean, it's yeah.
Chinese pot grows. What else?
The first time we
Terrible
went there,
politicians.
the first time we went there, I met a bunch of really cool people. One of the game wardens from Northwoods Law and a crackhead. And the crackhead pulled a gun on us on the side of the highway. Yeah.
How'd that work out for him?
Well, it was a she, and
Oh,
That's even worse.
thanks, Mr. Lee. But yeah, we were parked on the. Now Maine's kind of a different animal when you're hunting, and we were down. We were in the in the middle of the state, like right in from Bar Harbor. I mean,
Bahaba.
less than 2 hours from the border, basically. And yeah, Bar Harbor or Bahaba. But up there, it's bars instead of bears. So you half the time you don't know if they're talking about going hunting or going to the bar. So we were
Goldilocks and the three bars, that whore.
we were parked on the side of the road waiting for these dogs to cross, and depending on where you are, it's a little different. Like if you're in the highway, things are a little different than if you're sitting on the side of the road.
Were they herd dogs?
They were all black. They were all bear dogs. They weren't mine. They were owned
Jeff,
by
you're busted. Line Cryptid says, but you were tired and didn't want to do a show tonight, huh?
Jerry. I couldn't sleep.
Don't blame me.
He just wandered in. We took him off the street.
Yeah, but he ain't shut up since he got here.
Mike says the only thing I've taken away from this so far is don't hunt with Jeffrey.
Jerry, I don't know what happened. I couldn't sleep.
That last cup of coffee kicked in, and
I did. I may or may not have had a monster a little while ago while I was trying to finish working on some shit in the house, and then I kind of, I don't know. Love you too, big
Blah,
brother.
blah, blah.
You can come on if you want.
the
to.
old line doesn't normally hang out here, so somebody ratted you
Yeah.
out.
Uh-huh.
I think Chad must have told him.
I'm guessing.
Chad says, uh-oh, Jerry's here. Shh.
Now, Mr. Lee, it's possible the Rum and Coke could be doing the talking. Jerry, the link's in there. I'm still not sure why I'm awake. Well, Mike, it depends on what state you're in. I mean, I don't know how available I am. I
Mike's,
spend most of my
Mike's in
time
North-
fucking around with cows.
Mike's in North Dakota.
Wait a minute, is Jerry coming on?
Becky says I'm not a snitch. I snitch. Snitches get stitches.
Chad, I'm gonna. No, that's right. Jerry's wife is baking cookies tonight.
Northwood says last year in North Dakota, I thought someone had a Clydesdale in a field until it turned sideways. It was a moose.
Oh, wait a minute. Where was that at?
North Dakota.
There was a video last year, and I've caught hell on some places for this because I pointed it out along with a few other people. They claimed it was a Bigfoot running across a pasture. First thing I noticed when I started looking at it, it was a horse running in an angle.
Oh, no way.
Yep. And as soon as I looked at it, I was like, yeah, nice try. And
Oh, you get a moose going away from you. It looks weird.
and
You
people
look
are
at
like,
the ass out of a moose in the
like,
woods. Seen some pictures of that where you're like, what the hell is that?
Same with
are
bear.
you sure that's not a Bigfoot? And I'm like, I've been working with livestock since I was old enough to walk. I can look at a cow, horse, buffalo, whatever the hell is out in that pasture, and I can tell you it's not a damn Bigfoot.
Um,
Not trying to be an asshole. That's just what I know
Okay,
with animals.
River keeps pushing the emu here, so he says your best pet is an emu.
River, don't even talk to me about emus. The last time I had an experience with emus, I almost died.
Oh no.
That's why Fred dropped it.
I got attacked by an emu.
Who won?
Got attacked by emo, but that's
Oh, somebody wants to hear the emu story. Okay, I guess I can tell the emu story.
Jerry says, I found Jeff's face on WTF Live thumbnail. That's how I found you.
WTF cattle in Jeff's country are considered slow elk.
We're in Maryland. We don't have elk.
So do tell about this. Actually,
Oh, the emu?
yeah.
Well, I guess trying to think of how long ago this was. It's probably been a good 10 or 12 years, maybe 15. I was animal sitting for one of our neighbors, and I had to go feed the emu. Well, they had rabbits, chickens, and a couple of goats, I guess. And they also had some peacocks. Jerry, shut up. Anyway,
Didn't bust Jeff's
there
balls.
was the emus, and there was they had a couple steers out there. And I had gone over there because I was house sitting for them. And I went out and started feeding everybody, and I got out to the pasture, and I got into the pasture, and I was dumping the grain out, and the steers and the emus were all out in the same pasture. I think there might have been a couple horses out there, if I remember correctly.
Give me your cup.
And I was dumping the feed out for the steers, and all of a sudden something come up behind me and grabbed me by the belt and lifted my ass off the ground.
It's been a big emu.
Next thing I know, I'm flying through the air, and I turn around, there's a damn emu. And it's got me hoisted up in the air, so I turned around and I cold cocked it in the side of the head, and it let go of me, and I landed on the yeah. I punched an emu in the side of the head, and I fell. And I turned around, and that thing was, moving out of my line of sight. And I just kind of stood there and stared at him after I punched him in the head. And I just backed off to the fence and climbed through there. And I finished putting the rest of the feed out through the gate and not in the pasture.
Line says that's not too far to lift you off the ground.
Oh,
Yes, vertically challenged as well.
I always gotta catch the short guy syndrome. If you guys have ever seen the picture of me, Jerry, and Mark Green, I look like the Oompa Loompa in between. It's kind of like if you had Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger from Twins. That's kind of if you had two, Arnold Schwarzeneggers and me in the middle. That's pretty much what it looked like.
How tall are you?
I'm between 5'5" and 5'6".
Wow.
So that's what, 5.5?
Depending on which store I'm leaving, as Ron White would say.
Just saying. What's up, man?
Mr. Lee, I've
Hey,
never-
guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey. Good to see you.
What's up, Blackie?
Hi, Moggs. Hi, Stevie. Hey, Jeff.
Jerry must still be
to see
checking
you
on
too,
his
guys.
cookies or some shit.
Yeah, he says I'm 6'2".
Chad, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how I'm awake right now. I thought I was gonna be passed out about 2 hours ago.
Wait, that's what did he say? 5 what? 5'5" and 5'6"?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm in
But
that.
Shit bigger than that.
Oh gosh.
Jerry told me today. He said I should be better at dowsing for water when I'm working on the water lines because I'm smaller to the ground. I said it hasn't worked yet.
Try the elfin magic.
Yeah, Jeff lives in a tree and puts stripes on cookies.
Right?
I'm not the Keebler elf, damn it. Keebler elf probably doesn't have as many rifles as I have.
Yeah, you never know.
They could be armed to the teeth waiting for a revolution, man. Come
Telling
on.
you.
Mog,
This
Stevie, how
guy's
you
in
guys
trouble.
been?
You're doing good.
Good. I with our show, I never get to, or with OLC, I never get to see you guys except at the very end. Because usually at the end of our show, Jeff wakes up and starts talking. So that pretty much takes us to another half hour or 45 minutes of time.
yeah, he's come over and crapped out a few
Come on,
times here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, come on, Jerry.
And you too, Chad.
Jerry's probably over there sampling
I'm sure he is.
sampling all the goodness that Cindy's making. I forgot to tell my mom I was supposed to give her some of those cupcakes the other day, and before I was told by my doctor that I needed to go on a diet, and I
Did
may
you
have
really
may
need
or
him
may
to
not
tell you
have
that?
ate. I may or may not have ate all of the
You did.
cupcakes that were in that display. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Cookie Monster.
There were crumbs everywhere.
It didn't go well at all.
Did Augie enjoy him?
If he ate any of them, I can't remember.
Jeffrey.
He might not have been here that
Not
week.
eating them?
It might have just been me here by myself. I'm not
You
sure.
But you didn't save any cookies for your child.
Uh-oh.
You know how many cookies that kid eats on a regular basis?
Too many?
Oh, Jerry said he used to watch Moggs back in the Kerry Arnold days.
Yeah, we've been around a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry was into this way before I was. I was always into the subject, but I was just never into the podcast. Oh, shut up, Jerry.
He's still shitting yellow. Yellow.
Jerry used to talk to Mark Newbill all the time, too.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Mark in ages.
Where'd Chad go?
Where'd
Where'd
Chad go?
Blackie go?
I don't know.
Chad, you disappeared.
Pushed the wrong button. Yeah, let me make it.
Oh,
He'll be
Jerry,
back.
I'm going to have to give that box of 15 to someone else.
Tina says Google said you cannot ride an emu. What do you think?
I haven't tried to ride one. I ain't going to try to ride one because I already had a fist fight with one in the neighbor's yard. So
Well,
probably not going to try to ride one.
you can ride an ostrich, so why not an emu?
Hey, Tyler. Haven't seen you in a while.
Maya, you're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Few more minutes.
Dog's like at the door, ready to go.
Oh, it's already 10 minutes till 11.
There's Chad.
Yeah, Moggs was right. Hit the wrong button.
Oops.
Jerry, I can jump thigh high.
Just need a running jump, trampoline, and
Chad, I'm
Yeah,
still
anyway,
waiting.
why
I'm
not?
still waiting on my as Greg calls it, my Maryland learner's permit,
See, River said it.
so I can start
Yes.
carrying the firepower around.
Mm.
Tastes yummy. Drumsticks are the best. I'm telling you.
It's not, but there's certain.
You gotta remember, River lives in Australia. They had the emu wars. How the hell a bunch of birds outsmarted an army is beyond me.
Depends who army it was.
If that had happened over here, everybody in the the tri-state area and every other county, state, country would have been having a damn big ass barbecue because we wouldn't have been limited on expenditure of ammo.
And probably no bag limit. What do you?
I would have been selling the damn things. I tell you, I wish they would have let me mount that one that I cold cocked in the neighbor's property.
Well, you have to kill it first, Jeff.
That's that's
Well, somebody killed it at some point, but it wasn't me.
Oh,
They're lucky it wasn't. They're lucky I wasn't barbecuing it when they got back from vacation because I thought about it a couple times. That was the first time I think I ever punched a bird in the head.
You know, I don't think a lot of people can say that, Jeff.
No,
I
I
kicked
don't
a
think
rooster
so.
once.
Uh,
Well, yeah, I take that back. I mean, I have worked with chickens,
Put the link in
but
chat.
you don't punch them in the head.
Jerry said to send him a link.
Oh,
It's right
goodness.
there.
It's in the chat. Just click
There
on the
it is.
link in the chat.
There it is. I didn't think he was going to be awake.
Well, we thought the same of you.
I
Basically,
didn't think I was going to be awake.
I don't think you've ever made it this long.
No. Especially talking.
Well, it's
Talking
funny.
anyway.
It's funny because one night we had somebody on and we had like a lot of videos, and Jeff fell asleep, and the next day
I
he
fall
was like,
asleep every time we do videos, Chad. What are you
"Yeah."
talking
Okay, so he said exactly what he just said. I fall asleep every time we have videos. Well, the next week we had somebody on. We didn't have a single video, and Jeff fell asleep. And then
Well,
last night or Sunday night, he didn't even make it. I know you weren't feeling well. He didn't even make it 15 minutes.
To the
and he was
video.
falling asleep. We love you, Jeff. That's your niche. You're
It
like
is.
our
just
mascot.
for when I say mount, I say taxidermy mount. Not
Yeah, I
mount.
was just gonna bring that up.
Yeah, that's a picture I don't even want in my head. Jeff mounting something.
Apparently, emus they're not as strong as ostrich, so you can't ride them. They can't hold you up. You
I
pick your
don't
ass up.
I don't ride ostriches. I've never experienced an ostrich.
Yeah, don't worry.
If it comes after me, it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks because I'm a little guy with the Napoleon complex that,
I thought you're a little guy with a Rip Van Winkle complex. Maybe a little Napoleon in there as well.
Or narcolepsy, something. Yeah.
Chad, one of the first things
We're trying to make excuses, buddy.
Chad, one of the first things I'm looking for here soon is going to be one of those Bodyguard 380s.
Cool, man.
Nice little
Great
bag.
War, 1930.
I swear, Chad and I could probably do like a handgun review channel.
I don't have any guns. I lost them all in a boating accident.
My dog's eating in the garbage right next to Billy.
I've
You
got
gotta
a
go.
beagle. I've got a beagle that acts like a cat, and he tries to pee everywhere in this damn house.
Now, okay. I'm going to stick up for cats. Well, some cats. My cat
You
pees in a
made me
litter box.
funny. Knock it off, man.
Well, you know, I wish my dog acted like a cat.
I use the litter box.
Yeah,
I
because
think
Potty train. Teach it how
I've
to go
got
on the toilet.
I've got 3 dogs, and I've got my little bitty Maggie, who I spent a small fortune on because she broke her leg, and then I spent about almost $5 grand on the damn beagle because he prolapsed his rectum when he stepped out in front of me when I was moving a tractor.
oops.
Yeah, and I have my 12-year-old plus lab. We're not really sure how old she is. Could be 12. She could be 14. We're not sure because no one knows how old she was when I adopted her.
Oh,
And she's the best out of them all. She never causes me any problems in the 12 plus years that 10 to 12 years that I've had her. She's been the best dog I've had in a long time. Although I had a lab that was like 17 when she passed.
That's a long life.
She was
that is very
my
old.
first dog, and she was.
That was my shepherd.
Labs are the best. I don't care what anybody says.
If you
I've
can
had-
get past the puppy phase, they're a great dog. It's
Yeah.
that puppy phase of them eating everything under the sun.
My
Everything.
labs didn't eat all that much stuff. They didn't tear up a whole lot.
Boy, every lab I've had has. Of course, they've ended up being a great dog when they got older, but
Even when she was like, in that 3 to 4 year range when I first got her, she
Well, that's-
might have chewed a couple of pencil erasers off or something.
well, 3 to 4 range. That's beyond a teenager.
Well, we don't know how old she was when I got her.
Yeah, okay.
And she looked to me like they said she was a year. I was like, that dog is older than a year. She's got to be at least 3 when I adopted her. And she was such a sweetheart. I mean, she's over in the other room now. I got the stuffed animals. I like to refer to her, Maggie, the little one. She's an Amish mix. She's a miniature Bernedoodle.
Anything doodle is a psychotic dog.
Well, she's part doodle, part Burmese mountain dog, which I don't know if I believe that.
Big dog?
Miniature. She's
That's weird.
14 pounds. Yeah. She was an Amish dog.
I got Maya when she was 8 weeks old. I've had her. She's got to be. I always
She's about
forget
12 now.
Yeah, going on 12, 13.
She got
What kind of-
kicked by one of the heifers, and I just spent like $7,000 on her leg.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee, no, I have not seen a Sasquatch. I have had fingerprints on my vehicle that were classified as a possible Bigfoot. They were so big and long. Other than that, no, sir. I'm told I don't want to, but I do. I do.
Yeah. I know I want to, but everybody's like, be careful what you wish for. I'm not
Yeah,
wishing-
exactly.
Chad, you just got to go to Greg's house.
Hey, I'm going down. We're talking about going down in October. October
See, Alabama.
to Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh,
When?
I think it's October 3rd. That
Well, you going to the Cornwallis?
yeah, the Cornwallis thing with I think Mark Green, Flat Rock House.
We're going to be up there.
I think Kumbo's going to be there.
Kumbo.
Greg Ogles.
It's like
We're
an
gonna-
all-star.
I think
We're
Flat
probably
Rock
going to be up
going.
there a few days before, not even a week before that. We're going to go up to Kenny's house, Flat Rock.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's kind of I know he told me anytime we're there, he'd say, come hang out with me, and Greg said the same thing, and so we'll try
I've
to do
gotten that
something.
invitation from everybody in Alabama, so I
Well,
don't know.
You just got to do it, Jeff.
I can't go everywhere at the same time. It's going to be like,
Flat Rock's got a unique piece of property.
Oh yeah.
And Mark's actually been having a good bit of stuff going on at his place here lately.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we always, like last year, we went up at the end of September because
My birthday.
we went up for her birthday. And my pop-up camper is up at Kenny's. So
What's your
easier.
birthday, Stevie?
September 28th.
Oh, okay. I'm 21st. Just
Oh, right on.
we're still
Libra?
Florida. Yeah, you're a Libra. I'm a Virgo. I'm the last day.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
you're what?
What?
What's your sign?
Libra.
How long does that go till? Then Scorpio's after that, right? Then Sagittarius.
Yes.
I didn't know. It just seemed that I thought it would have been like Scorpio.
No.
Oh no, September. Never mind.
Yeah, Scorpio's Halloween, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the start of it. They usually start around the 23rd of the month and go to the 22nd of the following month.
Gotcha. Karen says husky puppies are so much worse. Super lovable, but oh my god, that dog ate everything.
That's what I hear. That's pretty much any puppy, though, I think.
Yeah.
Boxers will tear up everything. Yeah,
Boxers
I
will
think-
tear up everything their whole life.
Their whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
that's like my dog Lucy before she passed. Her whole life she was a runner.
Oh, God, yes.
Like if she got outside, poof, gone.
Well, the week before she passed, I chased her down to the park on the other side of the lake. Ended up having to carry her back. She was just gone. She loved to take
All
off.
her life from the time I got her. That's how we got her. My ex went to a powwow in Arizona, and she calls me up. She's like, "Can I bring home a dog?" And she tells me, she goes, "I was sitting on the park bench, and out of nowhere, this dog comes running up to me, dragging a leash. Has the Adopt Me collar on, and she jumped up on her lap. So that's how we got Lucy.
I believe
But
it.
that's just one thing she did all her life was she would any opportunity she could get, she would take off.
Aw.
I've seen Mogs chase after her in his flip flops.
Oh, at the 168. Yeah.
Gone.
It's not easy running in
Maya
flip-flops.
chasing right behind her.
No, it's
Because where Lucy went, Maya went. She took off up on the Mogown Rim. Remember?
Yeah.
Maya was the one that found her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
that,
Dad, she would just take off.
yeah.
Any
She
chance
was
she got.
she was a roamer.
Jerry said he's trying to get on, but it won't let him for some reason.
That's probably his computer. He just did that up there, or did whatever to his computer, so he's probably had an issue.
If he doesn't allow at least his microphone, it won't let him come on.
Rivers said he's taking a submarine to Alabama.
Northwood says, any of the sightings I have had, I wasn't out looking for anything. The last one was last year in Washington when I was on the train heading back to Chicago. Yeah, actually, he was
He was
live with
he
us.
was in chat.
Or yeah,
Yeah,
and
we were live.
I
He was
remember
in
when he
chat.
said he just saw something.
Judy said she remembers Lucy running off up there on the rim.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was the woods, so you know. But Maya did. She tracked her down. I was surprised that Maya didn't go with her to begin with,
Yeah, well,
because that's the thing. Whenever,
that's what
like
I'm
in
saying.
Arizona, whenever Lucy would get out, Maya would go with her. She would jump the fence. She would get out, however way she had to, but she would go with her.
And I believe
protect her.
that's what I was going to say. I believe it wasn't to be free. Maya would go to
Maya was there
protect
to protect
Lucy. Yeah,
Oh,
every time. That time she ran off with 168, Maya was right behind her, but Maya was on a leash tied to the table leg. And when she took off after the tube, it jerked her back. God, I thought it was going to choke her to death. But she damn sure tried. Anytime Lucy ran off. Maya was right
All the time.
behind her.
They took off one time. I think Maya got nailed by a car. This is an eyewitness account who saw it because they ended up picking up the dogs. But she got like hit in the ass end, but not hard, just enough to bump her. And this person stopped and took the dogs like, I don't know, 30 miles away to another town. But my sister happened to see a post on Facebook about, found, and they put pictures up, and my sister was like, wait, that's my brother's dogs. And called up, and they dropped them off the next day. But it was always, whenever Lucy went out, I had to go with her.
Jerry says he's backstage.
Not surprising.
There we go.
There he is.
ah,
Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry?
Hey, what's happening?
How you been?
All
Jerry,
right.
I couldn't sleep.
You sure you really want me on here?
Excuses.
You sure you really want me on here, Jeff?
hey, Jerry, he told me, he's like, I thought Chad might be in here. I was hoping you weren't. I was like, I don't care. This is all fun stuff. I like this. It's all fun.
Hold on.
We try.
we don't take Tuesday nights off very rarely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
neither do we.
good to see you, fellas.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
I haven't
I
got
had
to see you
both.
guys.
Two different channels running here now.
Yeah,
I've got
that's
to see you
Jerry's
guys-
problem. He's got the tractor pulling, and he's got the.
No. When I logged into YouTube, I had the regular channel up for Mogs, and I didn't mute it before I come over here, and so I was listening to two different.
Mr. Lee, you have a point, man. He says, Jim, I'm surprised you haven't seen a Sasquatch with all the hiking you do.
You don't want to see a Sasquatch. Careful what you wish for. I know you've heard that 1,000 times.
We're just talking about that.
Trust
I'm
me.
familiar.
Trust me.
Jerry's seen one up close to the window. I haven't.
Very close.
Well, I had a dream about that.
Probably 98 foot, maybe at the most away. Yeah. Pretty ugly.
Mr. Lee says, we did miss medication time, so take your pills now, peeps.
Hey, Jeff, you owe me money.
How much?
Sounds
Whatever
like
the monthly fee's $25 for your channel. So
Everybody still thinks it's my channel. I try to explain it.
Everybody
our
was betting,
channel.
everybody was betting you'd be asleep almost an hour ago.
Who the hell is that?
That's me, Jim.
That's
Jim.
Jim's
Hi,
Jim.
Jim.
Right on.
I didn't even. I'm like,
Like, where the fuck did that come from?
That's
I heard the
that-
voice. I'm like, where'd that voice come from? Then I realized there's a 6 square up there.
That's,
There he is.
the,
Nice to meet you,
that's the
bud.
voice in your head, Jerry.
Robert Dan Dubin said it was good beards and boogers on Sunday.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
there. I fell asleep
That's
about 5
why-
minutes.
That's why it was a good show, Jeff.
Patrick Noble's in chat.
Yeah,
Hey,
good
Hey,
job.
love
Jesus.
that.
Oh boy,
Mm.
he figured out I was here.
Apparently, everybody did.
Everybody caught you.
The word
Brother
is
Pat
out.
is my hero.
Hell, the last right after I went to visit Pat in West Virginia, he got me a damn West Virginia encounter for the
Are
channel.
you drunk?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You're about half drunk, aren't you? Yeah.
Just half.
He's doing well. He's doing
Just
well.
half.
He's working on the other half.
He's still chatty.
He's still a leader. He led all of you guys over here.
Good point, Jim. Good point.
Oh man, my coffee kicked in, so I'm good to go. Have another chew while you're at it, there, Jeff.
Northwood
Yeah.
says what I saw last year was less than 80 feet away from the train, and it was leaning out from behind a tree.
Wow.
Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Look down here at the bottom. Misty,
Wow.
what?
How you
Oh,
doing,
Misty.
Misty?
Wait. Oh, Misty's here. Okay.
What's up, Misty?
He is here.
Anyway,
Crazy
What
ladies here.
She says I've been lurking.
And yes, I am wearing the Aunt Verby bacon shorts.
We don't want to see them.
I don't have the underwear. I'm just wearing the shorts.
Mr. Lee says rum and coke equals very talkative.
yeah, but then there's that crash. And I think we're heading towards that crash right now.
It's
Just
coming.
from
But it's
experience.
subtle. It's, you know,
I'm
If
watching
he
his
stops
eyes.
talking, if he stops talking, then you got to worry.
His
No.
eyes are getting heavy.
The eyes are getting heavy. You start seeing this. When the hand goes up around the neck and does this, he's got 5 minutes and he's out.
5
Jeff,
minute
you-
countdown.
True story.
You just need to add a little lime to that rum and coke for flavor.
There you go.
a little zest.
It's Coke
You gotta
Zero.
buy-
I gotta be, diet.
You got a box of 15 cookies coming, Jeff. Try to give some to your mother and dad this time.
I'm sorry. The damn. The problem was
Don't blame it on the boy.
those cupcakes were sitting in the refrigerator in here, and
Yeah, they were pretty good. I can understand. that.
goddamn, they were. Tell everybody what they were.
Cupcakes.
They were graham cracker, though.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, to
Oh,
represent
boy.
sand.
Mm.
The sand on top with the icing was to look like sand on the beach.
I
It was
don't
a
They
beach
did.
thing.
When you try to eat them, the sand would fall all over the damn floor.
How much do you pay for them?
Nothing.
Okay, shut up.
All right,
better-
here's
I'm
bacon
kidding.
shorts.
He's got his bacon shorts on.
Robert says, Stevie B, where were you at that squatchy area?
Where
at
was
DC?
that squatchy
Where
area?
was? Oh, okay.
Well, I wouldn't say it was around DC. It was on the Virginia side. The first time I experienced anything was Fort Pickett when I was in the Army. A very, very loud scream. But I was listening to, who was it that we were listening to? That I grew up around the Mount Vernon area in Alexandria, Virginia. And just recently we were listening to a podcast and they mentioned something about the Mount Vernon monster. And every description of it sounded like a Bigfoot, like a Sasquatch. And I tripped out because I grew up out there and I'd never heard of
Ooh,
anything. I didn't hear of anything about anything until I got screamed at. Actually, the second time I started looking into audio of what that sound could have been, and still not knowing anything about Sasquatch. I stumbled for one of the first audios that I heard was of someone claiming it to be a Sasquatch. And that was the closest thing to what I've heard. I just got chills. I mean, instant. But
Wow.
that's what got me into this subject and community, and was trying to find what in the hell could have made that sound, And it was the second time was, it sounded like it was 10 feet behind me. It came through my body. I've told the story tons of times, but I turned around. It took everything in me to turn around to look because I just knew I wasn't walking away from it, whatever was behind me. I turn around and there's nothing there, and I'm still feeling and hearing and all I could think was run, run. I hauled ass. I was at work. I work in parks. I ran back to the office. As I'm running back up to the office, I'm at a tennis facility, 25 tennis courts. I'm back in the 20s. I get up to the office. There's 4 ladies hitting on a court right behind the office, and they had already packed their stuff up, grabbed it, and were down the walkway to the parking lot. It freaked them out.
Wow.
My coworker came out of the office, which was all the windows were closed, buttoned up. We're about to close the park up. He comes running out thinking it was me being attacked because it sounded like a woman, a female, being slaughtered with a deep guttural. I can't even describe it. It was just bizarre, but freaked me out.
Now, were you in Virginia or were you in Maryland?
No, that happened here in Florida. I'm still on the same job, 21 years now. Next month, it'll be 21 years. But this was probably about 3 years into working this job, working in parks. The
Now,
first time I heard it was at Fort Pickett in Virginia.
Now, were you in Maryland? You were in Maryland at one point, weren't you, Stevie?
College Park. Around
Yeah.
College Park.
Yeah. My dad, my aunt, my dad, my aunt, and my mom all went to College Park.
Yeah, we had a house in College Park, and then we moved over to the Virginia side.
Did you ever have anything happen when you were in Maryland?
Not in college.
I mean, not really. No, not that I can recall. And again, there was no awareness of anything. I mean, I was always in the woods, always running around, a little girl barefoot in the woods.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, me too.
Not,
Me too.
not the little girl.
You know,
part.
the weird
I
thing,
know, it's like,
the weird thing about Maryland is we didn't see a lot of encounter stories until I started hearing stories about from the Bigfoot Mapping Project. Like, Jerry, you know what we were talking about with Dan last week when we did that 50 States of Fear Maryland, and he was finding stuff that's been within the last year from not far from us in the middle of all places, Towson.
Yeah.
And that was a place that I never expected in a million years that somebody would see one.
Well, Towson, yeah, because it's not, when you think Towson, you think the big town, but the outskirts of Towson along Loch Raven Reservoir, oh, yeah. That
But
does
then
surprise me.
if you start thinking the way I think when it comes to, animals, whether it be wild animals, livestock, whatever, you'd be surprised the amount of animals that you'd see in town.
Oh, yeah.
And you remember what I told you about that time I drove past the humidor that one morning going down into shit.
Can you spell that?
Right outside of Towson. where my ex-wife used to work at the daycare, and I looked over and there was a deer in front of the humidor, and you know what I'm talking about, Jerry. There's that cigar shop right down there where everybody goes to smoke their cigars at. And there's a deer in the parking lot of this place at 7 o'clock in the morning in the middle of town eating the shrubs, and then it just walks up in the bushes. And then there were, I figured out real quick once my truck broke down there coming through Jacksonville that one day on Paper Mill Road, how many animal tracks were on the side of the sidewalk in the mud.
Yeah.
That no one ever probably took the time to even pay attention to. You'd see coyote, fox tracks, raccoons, deer, all of that stuff right there in the mud, right along the sidewalk. So what's to say that no one hasn't seen a barefoot footprint along the sidewalk somewhere and thought maybe it was a damn homeless person or whatever?
You see
My sister she stays on the Virginia side out there, Dahlgren. It's off of 301 near the bridge. You go over Potomac, it's like maybe 15 miles from the Maryland Bridge. Just about 2 months ago, middle of the night, her dogs got her up. She stumbles out with them to let them out. The property they're on is surrounded by nothing but thick woods. I mean, it's thick out there. The dogs run over to the tree line, and she's standing there. She lit a cigarette and just lit the cigarette. Lighter goes out, and she sees red eyes up on the ridge. It's just like probably about a little 3-4 foot incline into the tree line. 2 red eyes. She kind of froze. She looked at her dogs, and her dogs were busy peeing. They didn't catch any scent or hint of it. She's trying to get them to come back. It's freaking her out because she's watching it swaying. The eyes are just going back and forth, left and right, left and right. She said if she had to guess, it was about 4 to 5 feet off of the ridge. But it put it so far above her, she just gradually, she's calling the dogs back. Her one dog caught scent or sound over to something, and she's yelling at the dog to come back. She gets back into the house. The whole time she's looking back, probably a good 100 yards from the front porch door to the tree line. The whole time she's looking back, and it looked like it moved forward a little bit, and it was just swaying the whole time. Didn't make a sound, didn't move from the position it was in, whatever it was, but it freaked her out big time. And now my sister and I, we grew up with a whole lot of paranormal stuff happening throughout our lifetime. She's never been one to look into any cryptids or any kind of creatures, anything like that. She's basically texting me, asking me what the hell did I think it was. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't say. She went back out the second night, and she saw the eyes again, but it was further in, and this time it was higher up. So basically from where she first saw it the night before, this time she didn't even go near the tree line. There's an upper level to the yard. She got to the wall and let the dogs run up. She stood down below at the bottom of the wall. Saw the eyes, but to her estimate from where she saw it the night before, it was double the height, the glowing eyes, but it still did the same swaying left and right, back and forth.
Can you tell her what you thought?
I told her what I thought. I said, I told her that people have talked about red glowing eyes and Sasquatch and
Swaying.
and the swaying and
Yeah, well, definitely.
And then I looked into that area, and there's been reports of sightings. There's a couple of BFRO reports and stuff online. But yeah,
So you say this is Dahlgren, like King George, Virginia?
yes.
I've been down through there thousands of times, going down to Miller's Tavern, Virginia. Yep. That's
So you see how thick, heavily wooded it is.
oh,
out there,
absolutely. It ain't nothing but woods the whole way down.
right?
301
So when you're going-
through there to what's the other one? 17 going down into Tappahannock. Yeah.
When you're going towards the bridge on 301, their property's down there on the left, probably about 15 miles before you get to the bridge. You almost can't see it because the driveway. You see the driveway off of 301, but then it's like a tenth of a mile. It winds down, and then it comes back up onto an upper ridge. Then you see the house, but from the road you can't see. All you see is the driveway down.
Yeah, I'd often
It's
wonder
that
about
thick
that
into
area,
the woods.
especially down south of Tappahannock, or over
Well,
between Tappahannock and Richmond. There's an area called
That
Miller's
that
Tavern.
same property, my mom had passed. I went to stay with my sister. I drove up and went to stay there. The first day I got there, she was doing a yard sale. She had to run inside for something. I'm in my wheelchair. I'm just had lost my legs and hadn't got my prosthetics yet, so I was confined to the wheelchair. So I'm sitting up on the porch while they're going to get the ramps out. That's what it was. They went to go get the ramps. My aunt comes out on the porch, and mind you, it's dead silent out there. I mean, you hear the birds and the wind coming through the trees, but that's about it. There's no traffic noise, no nothing. My aunt comes out on the porch, and as soon as that screen door slammed and hit, just clear as day, one single wood knock sounded like Babe Ruth just hit a home run. Just don't. I mean, my head jerked to the right, and I looked at her, and her response was, well, that was just a tree limb falling or something. I hear that all the time. I'm like, what? I mean, again, oblivious to anything, but I'm thinking, I even asked her, I said, you hear that? She said, almost every time I walk outside. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
the first time I could say I ever heard a tree knock. I mean, clear as it was broad daylight, clear as day,
Yeah.
absolute tree knock. I mean, I just got chills, but I tripped out on my Aunt Barb. Like it was nothing. It happens all the time. You know? I'm like,
I
Wow.
heard one. I heard one last year. It was a good 400 yards from me out here in the yard. It was up on the power line at 10:30 at night, and that knock was the crispest. I mean,
yeah.
clear. So I know what you mean. It was the craziest. It was the craziest thing I've heard. And I'm like, who the hell's going to be out there in that power line at 10:30 at night and just knock on a damn tree?
Now,
It
I
was
want-
almost as if whatever knocked, it was instant to her coming out onto the porch and that door shutting. And then it went,
That's
dunk.
what it did with this one. As soon as I walked out the door, like I walked out in the yard and I heard it.
Real quick, do you see me eating mice? What's up?
You already know what it is.
Troll. We get them. We get them occasionally.
Well, I mean, that wasn't too trolly.
That
but,
wasn't terrible. We've had some very disastrous.
yeah, that was the polite one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been here for some of your non-polite trolls, Jerry.
Oh, boy.
We've had
We had
Jimmy-
Mr. Crablegs.
Jimmy Crab
Jimmy Crablegs.
That show
One
will.
night.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
we
was
don't
interesting.
we don't get a lot of trolls.
Occasionally.
We get a porn video now and then, but no.
we
Well,
got
that's not trolling. That's just
we got
entertainment.
we got a full
No, I'm saying it's like it's just this rare thing that
oh,
happens.
this,
It was speed testing for how fast Mars could get to his button.
yeah, it was
Oh,
good.
no, my fingers hovering, dude.
He was already ready. Finger on the trigger.
And that gun was cocked.
Yes, Robert. Yep, probably so.
Yeah, my first thought was that was a signal because it was the timing of her walking out, the door shut, and then that happened. And then to hear her say, oh, that happens almost every time I walk out. I'm like, wow.
That's
Yeah.
why.
The first time you told me that, you were just like blown away.
I was excited. You hear about it forever, and I never heard a tree knock before, and there was no denying it was
Yeah.
absolutely what I heard.
I've
That's how-
come into all of this stuff, as a person that never had an experience or anything like that.
Me
And
too.
camped all the time. I mean, my parents and I every weekend we were camping, tent camping. They were always in a camper, but I was a tent camper and hiked, all over the Northeast, Newfoundland, Maine, New York, Nova Scotia. And I never, I just was hiking, never paid attention to anything. I don't know what I probably could have, maybe I heard that I didn't hear,
Right.
didn't question it. But now that I've been introduced to all of this over the past 2 years, when we go for a hike, it's, what was that? Huh?
You start paying
everything
attention. Yeah.
you start paying
Head on
attention.
its level.
Was that a tree structure? Is that, I'm seeing, so it's for
But
me, it's go ahead.
It's funny how it changes you, the way you walk in the woods.
Mark.
Just
Sure.
having a little bit of knowledge about this subject completely changes the way you walk in the woods.
But that's not a bad thing because
Not at all.
it-
No,
it
it's
makes you pay-
situational awareness. You should be
It
aware.
also
of
makes
it.
Everybody should be.
it also
What's
makes
that?
you pay attention to the woods more.
Yep.
You're not looking down at the path. You're not, you're paying attention to everything around you now. And that's,
And,
something.
Always look up too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Oh, we were out on the boat today, and we were on this far shore, and there was tall pines in this woody area. That's all I did was look up those
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah.
Well, we
those
know-
trees could hold them.
we live here in Middle Tennessee and we live near Big South Fork State Park and it's huge. I mean, it's the lower part of Daniel Boone. And we go by. I love the tall pine trees. They're really, they're like super close together, and the pines are already so far. They're so far down, and then the bottoms are all wide open. And I love those. And every once in a while, we'll cruise through that big area, and I'm just like, what am I looking for? Why am I looking? I just have that instinct now to see if I can catch a glimpse of something or, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's much more interesting. It's made the woods the hikes that much more better, to be honest.
Mr. Lee has a question. He goes, "What do you think about the Patty Hoax documentary, and have you seen it yet?"
No, I ain't interested in seeing it.
Yeah, we talked about this on our show, and I don't think any of us care.
Well, they still have.
No, and I
It
said
doesn't
that
matter.
it doesn't
It doesn't
change
change
your
anything.
experience.
No.
They still haven't released it though.
Yeah.
No.
They're trying to find the highest bidder.
Yep. It'll be on Netflix one of these days
And
because Netflix will buy it.
I don't know if any of you guys watched this, but they did that Grok AI video on it, and they tried to find anything that would determine that it was not a hoax. And everything that AI analyzing did on that video said that it was real.
Yeah. Said they could not find any evidence
so
of
there was
it
no
being a
evidence.
hoax.
That's
Elon
Musk.
Musk's AI. Yeah.
They
Which
couldn't
is
find,
considered-
the seam or whatever that it's supposed to, have in the suit. And I'm thinking if the AI analyzed it and said it's real,
All right. Think about this. Think about the territory that it was shot in. Think about a person. I'm an ex drywaller, so walking on stilts, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to go out there on stilts in that area, that terrain. I'm not stupid.
You wouldn't
don't even
look
think
right walking on stilts going across that thing.
I don't even think it's about that, guys. Jerry, you've had your experience. Stevie's obviously had hers. Jeff, you've had experience. Moggs, I'm assuming you have. No,
Nope.
Okay, you're like me. I mean, it's the people that have had experiences. You guys have interviewed them. I've interviewed them with these guys.
That's proof enough.
That's proof
I've
enough.
had
I know what you're
everything
saying.
except a full-on sighting, except for that dream I had that I'm not 100% sure it was a dream, and that one, ghost that I thought it was out there in the snowstorm that one time that was way taller than my headlocks for my heifers, which makes me think that it was something else. But like you said, Chad, there's no reason to say that it wasn't what we saw.
It's just gonna, we talked about this, well, probably Sunday night a little bit, Jeff.
And
But
not everybody's going to be open to it.
that's just it. Closed-mindedness is a big thing. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't want to believe in anything. They just want to keep their mind closed and not believe in anything. But there's so much more out there that people, they don't need to pay attention to it. But if you do, that's great. You'll see it. You'll hear it. But too many people just want to deny everything. Well, you're a liar. You never saw that. That was fake. And it was a tree or it was a tree stump. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
because
nope.
Everybody has an
we
excuse
just
for your
stood there
side.
and imagined the whole, ordeal. Like me laying in the hammock in the middle of the night and hearing the snoring coming from a different direction and up into the woods where no one else was camped at.
Well, I've always said that you can't tell somebody that's had an experience with whatever paranormal, cryptid. You can't tell them what they saw isn't real. You can't tell them what they saw is fake. You can't because you weren't there, but people do that all the time.
They do.
It's a pet peeve of mine because I have an open mind. I'm willing to accept anything because I know there's a lot more out there than there are, that we know of.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. There's so much more out in those woods, out in the forest, than you can't even imagine.
My experiences are paranormal, like ghost type shit,
Right.
but legit. And
Right.
no, I've seen orbs. I've experienced shit that I've told the story before, but when I got into the subject of Bigfoot, I was like, well, I believe in this, so why wouldn't I give Flesh and Blood a chance? You know,
Exactly.
because I believe in this fantastical shit that I know happened.
I
But-
tell you, once you've heard the stories like I've heard from Gettysburg about the Confederate cavalry officer taking a ride in the the farmhands forward expedition back to the property where they were bailing from, and he's looking at it going,
Yeah.
holy shit, I'm driving a ghost in my truck. And ever since I've heard that one, I was like, I've heard plenty of crazy stuff before, but when I heard that one, I was like, yeah, that's going to be a hard one to discount, because just the amount of detail he gave me. And this was a dude that big biker guy, didn't look to me like he was terrified of anything. And when he told me that story, when we were standing next to the truck unloading hay, you could tell this guy was shook up. And, a guy of that size, that kind of magnitude, that, just turned into like a blubbering baby, telling me the story of it happening. I'm like, I just can't.
I've seen people.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, please, it's your show.
I was just going to say, I've been fortunate enough that the experiences that I've had people around me. It wasn't just me. It was not just one other. It was multiple people.
And that's basically the same thing with all my paranormal experiences. There were witnesses, except the one where I saw where I was in bed.
Well, except for this house, you were here, but
Steve,
you were knocked out both times.
Moggs, I've
All
heard.
my paranormal shit happened by myself.
We moved into this house the first night I stayed here. The air condition was broken. It was 100 degrees easily. I couldn't sleep. I got up. I came out to the kitchen to grab my cigarettes. I was going to go step outside. The table was sitting in the middle of the dining room area. I was on the back side of the table. I leaned across the table to grab my cigarettes, and it put my vision to the sink and the cabinets in front of me. I watched the cabinet door slam open, hit the other so hard it hit the other cabinet, and then slam shut again. And I grabbed my cigarettes. I looked. I said, "Okay, I hear you. I get you." That was the very first night. That was June. By Christmas Eve, he was asleep. I was waiting for him to go to bed so I could get his gift out of the car. It was a big box. I come walking around the corner of the house. I had to cut the corner of his truck, and it put me in the yard. We live in a trailer, so think of a trailer park yard, just narrow. There was the neighbor had a boat on a trailer on the far end. I cut the corner, and there's a guy standing there in front of the boat, in front of the trailer. It freaked me out. I dropped the box. It hit my foot and rolled. I crushed the box actually from dropping it, so it just startled me. But I watched that man standing there. It just glitched. Boom, gone. On the third glitch, it was gone. I saw. I could tell you what he looked like. Dark hair, kind of short cut, white shirt, tan pants. Hands in his pockets. It looked like. Just standing there, and then just poof, poof, gone.
Disappeared.
Gone.
Wow.
Yep.
I've seen shit out of the corner of my eye here. That's about it.
I see a lot of shit out of the corner of my eye. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
glaucoma.
Yeah.
But I'll sit there. I'll be sitting on the couch, and I'll just be like, what was that? Something black moved. Now, you've probably heard. I know Jeff and Jerry have. Erica had an experience in our condo back in Ohio, where she saw the Hat Man shadow figure in our dining room area. And then a day or two later, or maybe the same night, I'm not sure, she saw 3 kids, shadows of 3 kids. And she hasn't seen anything since, but Erica was thrown from a car at 90 miles an hour and was pronounced dead and then brought back to life. And so I wondered if that was something that opened something up for her, but she hasn't seen anything since. So
How old was she when that happened?
16 years old. Yeah. No seatbelt, right out the side window. And the police estimate from what she told me that they were doing 90 miles an hour. So into a 15-mile-an-hour curb. So probably hit the
Now,
ditch.
Didn't the driver survive that too?
They both survived. Yeah. Yep. They both had brain issues and lots of broken bones. So I wondered, one of the questions I always ask if, when somebody talks about, in the Bigfoot or paranormal is, have you ever had a near-death experience? The question of, have you been hit by lightning or been around, maybe been shocked by an electrical current somehow. And maybe that's opened up your abilities as far as the human body is with your electric currents that flow through your bodies.
Yeah,
And
I got nipped by lightning one time.
so,
When I was 13, I had an out-of-body experience.
okay.
We were hiking up in Pennsylvania. No, actually, it was Jersey. It was on the border of Pennsylvania, right on the Delaware River. And we were camping for the weekend, but me and my sister and my dad decided to go hiking, and we're going to go up this mountain to a pond on top. I say mountain, it's Jersey, they're hills. But anyway, we're walking up this path, and alongside the path, there's a stream coming down. And at one point, it hits this rock, and it just cascades down this rock. And it's a long rock. So I'm 13 or 12 at the time. I look at this water going over this rock, and all I think is water slide. So I was only going to go like halfway up it and just, slide down. But I got to the top of it, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. And I hopped, I just scooched over and pushed off, and zoom. I remember bouncing, but I landed, when I stopped, I landed in a pool of water, a small pool of water. But I was in the squatted position, so I landed like sitting on my heels. But that's where my body stopped. But my spirit kind of got tossed out of me, because when I hit, for about 3 seconds, I was on my hands and knees like 5 feet to my left, looking at me in the squatting position.
Wow.
And it was like 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, back. When it came back to my body, I look up, and my dad is running towards me, screaming my name. And I remember throwing the camera or whatever, but it was in slow motion. And then all of a sudden, it all came back to me at once, where everything was in real time. And the pain kicked in, and I realized I fucked up. Broke my ankle. Cut open my knee, but I walked out of the woods. I didn't want my dad to carry me. But yeah, for those 3 seconds, I was out of my body looking at myself.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I was 17. I got caught in that little whirlpool down here. Jerry knows the area.
Deer Creek. Yeah.
Yeah, the toilet bowl, Jerry. That
Yep.
was where I was.
Yep.
And I got caught down
You're
there.
not the only one.
Yeah, but I was one of the few that made it out of that.
Yeah. People have died there. Yeah.
And it's a very
Wow.
bad rapid. I mean, when it comes over that rock, and I was like 17, and I was just goofing off. My buddies were with me, and
Question.
my one friend's like, "Don't go across there. You're not a very good swimmer." And I crossed it, and that little brush of water, come over and pinned me. And I'm just down there feeling like I've been there forever, trying to pull myself out of it. And then my buddies are all freaking out, and they're like, they said they were throwing stuff, getting ready to jump in. There were some other people there that, they were getting ready to dive in after me. And it didn't seem like it was that long, but not long after that, I rolled out of that and ended up like a beached whale about 100 yards down on top of a rock.
When you did this, Jeffrey, answer me honestly. Had people passed away prior to you doing that in that area.
Oh yeah.
So, life lesson right there. Don't do what other people did and die. See how that works.
Yep.
I know at 17, I've done a lot. At 17, you can add there's stories. I did a lot of dumb things, but I usually laid away from the things that, well, besides driving intoxicated, that wasn't brilliant back
No, I
then.
did
But
that too.
The biggest thing there, don't climb the king and queen seat.
Oh God.
A lot of people
Uh-oh.
have fallen to their death there.
ooh, Jeffrey.
It's a public
River
attraction.
Morris River Morris is when I got struck by lightning, I seen 2 orbs, and then a yowie appeared 40 yards away.
That goes back to what I was saying. It changes something in your body, your electrical current.
And
And
I
I've-
think
I'm-
River had a dog with him too that got hit.
So
I'm a
that
fir-
being said, Chad, I often wonder too, because now there's another side of it, I believe, because I feel like my family has, everyone in my family's had experiences. My sister, my mother, my other sister. I mean, paranormal experiences, and now whatever she just saw in the woods, I wonder if there's a hereditary thing also. Could there be?
Sure.
That's a good point. Good point.
Interesting.
I don't see why that wouldn't be. I mean, we're not scientists, right?
No,
well,
exactly.
technically, if what I said Sunday night kind of holds, we are all scientists, because everything a scientist does is to learn. Correct? They're doing experiments so that they can learn something they didn't know. So that's all we do all our lives, is try to do things to learn more about what we don't know. And I think, we are scientists to a point, and we're constantly learning. And maybe your family does have that something electronic, electrically in their body that people talk about ghosts, and I say with ghosts, maybe you're just seeing another dimension. You have that ability to see, something in another dimension that's probably looking right back at you in another dimension and thinks you're a ghost. That we don't know. It's just
Right.
True.
Right.
And I look, okay, before, this is my disclaimer. I was never a drug user. So this is just stuff from my brain. Okay.
There's still time.
You expect us to believe that.
I have to wonder, like, you'd hear stories about people seeing a Bigfoot and then it disappeared. I don't mean it walked away. It just poof, disappeared.
Or
Now, I used to think, maybe that's a ghost of a Bigfoot.
Or in my case, where I turn around and there's nothing there, but I'm still hearing it. I'm still
And
feeling it. It's there, but it's not. That freaked me out. I was
sure it
already scared shitless, thinking that whatever's behind me, I'm about to die. And it took everything in me to turn around, because if I'm about to be taken out, I got to see. I got to know what it is. I turn and nothing. There was. I couldn't see anything, and it was well lit area. I had stadium lights all around me. The tree line was a good 50 yards ahead of me, but this thing, I felt it as if it was right in my face. I felt it. Every bit of inside of my body was just vibration with the sound of that scream, that god awful scream.
Got you for 50 yards away.
And I don't know.
Oh, but you also said after that.
Yeah,
there was
when I-
banging on some
Well, when I got
bleachers.
up to, there's an incline to go up to the office to the patio. So I'm about parallel with the tennis courts, and I've already seen the ladies running with they grab their bags, everything. They're just scurrying down the walkway, and all of a sudden it sounded like something was being slammed across the metal bleachers. The screaming was going in coinciding with the slams. It was slams. I mean, imagine metal bleachers, not, just any ballpark you've ever been to. You hear that it was that metal slam. My coworker comes running out. Like I said, he thought it was me being attacked. He didn't see that I had already made my way. I was right there. He grabs hold of me, throws me in the office, and then locks the door. Now you're talking, this is a football player. He was a star football player for Florida, University of Florida State. Big guy, huge guy, and I've never seen such terror in his face. I've known him for years, but first it was out of fear that I was the one being attacked. And we, that night, we text back and forth wondering, because should we tell somebody? You know, are they going to find some female in the woods in the morning, in the daylight, you know, somebody that had been attacked? But deep down, he knew, we both knew that wasn't natural. That couldn't have been, just because of that deep guttural inline. It was in line with that female scream. It's hard to explain, but yeah, throughout the night, we texted back and forth. Like, do we say anything? What do we do? What do we do? We never said anything. We ended up saying something to our manager a few days later, our boss, and she tried to say it was a fox squirrel. Yeah, we just laughed. We laughed.
Squirrel.
What if these things, energies, everything? So let's say paranormal and Bigfoot. What if these things emit a lot of energy, and that's why you feel like you're being watched? That's why you know, maybe you had that sensation. It was putting off so much energy that you were picking up that energy and feeling that, and you could hear what you were hearing, and that made it, you know, obviously you feeling that made it that much worse. You could hear the sounds, and now you're feeling like something's right behind you. I don't know. This is a guess. Again, I'm being.
Oh, but you hear that a lot about people being yelled at.
Sure.
Oh, I felt
when they hear screams, they feel it.
I felt it in my
through them
body.
and vibrates them.
My organs were vibrating.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
parts
I've
of
heard
me
that.
that I didn't know could. I mean, it just it was
we
a
talked-
full body, not just It's hard to explain, but
Yeah, we talked about it Sunday night. We were leaning towards movie references for the shit that happens, and of course Predator came up, and with Stevie saying, you know, you hear something, feel something, whatever, you turn around and it's not there, et cetera, et cetera. You feel like it's in your face, but you can't see anything. Think about Predator, okay? The Shimmer, the creature in that particular movie, even though it's, you know, movie.
Sure.
Think about it. Just like Men in Black, like we were talking,
Hey.
Chad. That Men in Black,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Jerry
If there's
Salt
any kind of an alien connection. You
Who
know?
was it? Barbara Shoup? Or Barbara, who did that has that video out that you see, she's in the woods, they're out there talking about Sasquatch or whatnot. And behind her, you see this shimmering creature walk away. I mean, it's like, what the fuck was that? Literally, it's cloaked. And
Well,
you
I
see
hear
it.
this so
Jerry's
many times
doing
you
it.
hear that thing that I heard it, I knew it was there, and I turned around, it wasn't there. Maybe it was. You just
Yeah, this is on video.
Have you
You
ever
weren't
felt something touch you? Like you've been sitting there and something's on your back, you felt, and you're like, what if something is touching you? What if
I've felt
Could be.
shit touch me before.
so my daughter was moving out of a house, and this house that it was around the COVID shutdown. She was renting a room. There was 4 of them, all college students. When COVID hit and everything shut down, the 3 roommates went back home to their parents out of state, left her with this house. She couldn't afford it, so we had to get her out of there. I go in, I help her move. Her and her sisters, they take off to take one of the truckloads to storage, and I stayed behind by myself. I was spackling the holes in the walls from the pictures hanging. I'm up on a step ladder, and I put the dogs in the room so that they didn't get in the way of, you know, me trying to do what I had to do. So I have 2 dogs in the bedroom with the door shut. My little Shih Tzu starts whining a little bit, and I'm talking to him, trying to get him to calm down. I'm up on the ladder. I just finished the last hole of mirror that was up there, and I go to step down off the ladder, and I feel 2 hands on my waist, on each side of my waist. And I thought, because I had music blasting, I thought maybe they had gotten back and were messing with me. So it startled me. I jumped to like get off me, and there's nobody there. I jumped down and ran out the door. I'm on the walkway between the front door and the street in the middle of the yard, and I'm just standing there in awe, like just tripping out on it. Neighbor's mom comes home, and she must have seen me. I didn't even see her pull up into the driveway. She gets out and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, no, no. But there was something about that house that my daughter had fought for months leading up to that. She had spent 2 months in that house by herself. She has a video on her TikTok where she's in her bedroom. Her dog is sitting in the doorway growling into the living room, and you hear something tapping on the wall. Now, the wall that the tapping is on, the knocking is on the outer wall to the side yard. There's nothing there. It's just the wall to the exterior of the house. And it freaked her out. She's called me. She called me one night because she was hearing people sound like somebody walking in the house. I take off. I go to the house. It's about 2 a.m. Nobody's there. I'm like, come with me. You're not staying here by yourself. She had to get out of that house. It was just not good. That night when we finally last load, we were sitting in the driveway. She had taken her backpack and thrown it in the back seat of the van I was driving. I'm in the driver's seat, and I said a prayer of whatever's here, stay here. You know, you're not following us. I did. I said, we both sat there and prayed. And right before I put it in reverse, my phone rings, and it's a messenger call. It lights up, and it's her phone calling me. I look over at her in the passenger seat, and she's like, "What?" I turned the phone, and I showed her, and she went, and then I said, "Where's your phone?" Look back in the back seat where she tossed her bag. Her phone's in the outer pocket of her backpack, and it's lit up. Her phone is calling me. And her phone, she had tossed that bag way before we said the prayer. We had finished praying. I was about to put it in reverse, and her phone calls me out of nowhere.
Wow.
And that wasn't the last time. I got home. I had an apartment. I got home, and I got into my house. I get down the hallway. I'm getting ready to go to the bathroom. My phone rings again, and it's her phone calling me again. We had already talked about almost an hour before that because she left to go stay with her godmother. She called me and told me she was home probably about an hour before that. Her phone calls me again, and then I go to answer, and it's silence. There's nothing. I'm like, I'm saying her name. There's no answer. I hang up. I call her back, and when I called her back, I woke her up. She was like, "What? Why are you calling me?" I said, "You called me." And she looked at her phone, and sure enough, her phone called me, and it was like 49 seconds of her calling me. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Something was in that house, but whatever it was, grabbed me by my waist. I felt hands on my waist as I was stepping down the ladder, and that freaked me out. Usually, the stuff that I've had in the past, all my life, this has been since childhood. I've experienced things, and there's only a handful that's really freaked me out, and that was one of them. Just feeling somebody's hands on my hips, and ain't nobody there.
It's been a while.
Shut up.
Blackie, are you familiar with Bruce Maccabee?
I don't think so.
Bruce does he's like an optical scientist, and
Okay.
he does a lot of evaluation of photos for the government and private organizations. His wife was hunting in a stand and took a picture with the phone that greatly resembled what was in the movie Predator.
Really? Okay.
And then they found out at a later time there was a UFO sighted within just a few hundred yards of where she took the picture.
So I will say again that, and Erica and I did a show on this called Real Conspiracies or something like that, REEL, where movies predict or are showing us things that already exist, or
What do they call that?
Disclosure.
Soft disclosure.
Yeah.
Predictive programming.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Hey, so Mr. Lee found that video. It's in chat. That's Barbara Shoop. That's the shimmering Bigfoot.
Okay.
I just went and watched that while she was telling her last story. I had not seen. I watch Flash of Beauty, pretty often. I hadn't seen that one. That's freaky.
That's amazing. It's incredible.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's because you don't, you can't say, "Oh, it's Bigfoot." No,
You can't, but
it's some, but you see it run
You
away.
see something.
it's again, you're talking about, with that shimmer you were just talking about, and then the guy said it was reported there was a UFO in the area. It still does its best to tie to extraterrestrial, or it ties to many subjects. Again, it's another rabbit hole with another 1,000 questions. With this
Absolutely.
And
subject.
every
It's crazy.
question
It would drive me
creates-
nuts.
yeah.
But
I-
I still I have never ever fully ruled out extraterrestrial being involved.
And
No,
I
me
also-
neither.
also what Richie Evans is saying, a demon, not a ghost, it could be that as well. I mean, again, there's so much that's been erased from our history, even the Bible,
Oh,
the
yes.
things that have happened. So we need to keep an open mind. A ghost, sometimes people say ghosts look like a person, but other times people have seen, they don't know what they saw. It's just like when people talk about angels and they say that, well, I saw an angel. It was wearing all white with these beautiful wings. And I'm like, well, that's not technically,
It's not a
It's not
biblical
an
angel.
it's not what a biblical angel looks like. If
No.
you
No.
saw a biblical angel, it would freak you the fuck
It
You-
would
out.
be
you'd know it.
terrifying.
So
Start counting eyes.
yeah, exactly. So that's why, but that's why, everybody has to keep your mind open. There's so much more out there that we don't know about, and we'll never
No.
know about. And not a lot of people are going to step up and go, you know what? I really wonder. Like I've had a sleep paralysis where I literally felt a hand go across my chest. I couldn't move. Erica started waking me. As she woke me on this side, my arm freed up. I reached over, grabbed, felt fingers in my hand leave my hand like that. So something that whatever was coming off my chest, I grabbed and it left. And I'm curious as hell to know what the hell that was. Why that was so real to me, because I was awake after that. I mean, I was literally, I can remember everything to that point until I couldn't move. I mean, I knew I could not move. So it wasn't a dream. But it's something I really want to look into.
One time in Arizona, I was sleeping. I was on my, I always sleep usually on my left side. And I was just waking up. I know I was just waking up, but something pushed my head into the pillow for like 2 seconds. And I felt my head and I felt whatever, and it lifted
You're
up.
not
and I
dreaming.
what the hell was that?
Right.
I was waiting. I was just waking up and couldn't explain it.
So think to yourself, how many people have had those experiences? Right here, there's 6 of us, and you and I have had something similar. Okay, I actually know another person that will be doing a show with us on Erica and I's show here soon, when she's ready. That had something where she thought that maybe she's being attacked by in her sleep paralysis by a demon.
My daughter, my oldest daughter had the similar experience of something demonic looking in a sleep paralysis, hovering right over top of her.
Over her with
Yeah.
her boyfriend next to her.
So think about all the people that have talked about this. There's 100,000 shows out there, and there's been millions. Of them. So if it's real, which I believe it is, why aren't more people looking into this? Why wouldn't you want to investigate it a little more to see? I've seen all the pictures of the demon sitting on somebody's chest. I've heard of the female, what do they call them? Succubus and incubus. I've heard of those, and it's so interesting. And why doesn't that get looked into more? You kind of wonder. I'm sure it does, not in this.
You're the
realm.
man, Chad. It's your turn.
Hey,
Go
I
get it.
should. Since it
Yeah.
concerns me, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Seriously.
But
Are you sure it
We're
wasn't
researching it. I would love to know.
my ex-wife?
if whose wife? In bed with me? No, only my wife in bed with me, brother.
Well, listen, guys, we've been here an extra hour.
Oh wow, sorry guys.
That's okay.
We can talk for
Glad you
days.
guys hung out. Absolutely, this is cool.
Yeah.
It was good to see you.
Yep. Thanks for having us on, brother.
Thanks for not doing a
Thanks for-
show.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know.
Thanks,
Usually I
Jeff.
try to get on to the tail end of your guys's, but
Yeah.
sometimes a little bit.
Why is that enough? She's at the door again.
Let,
Interesting.
And somebody stayed
Words
awake
in.
through the entire 3 hours.
I'm
Wait,
telling you.
Yeah. What's your
Yay!
secret? What's your
Good job.
what's your secret, Mox? Because we can't keep him awake.
that's right.
Just gotta
This is
keep
the
'em
first
talking.
time.
You just got to keep him talking, I guess. And he's right. This is the first time. He's fallen asleep several times on the show.
Yeah, I know. I've caught a couple of them.
I'm telling you right now, he's about 10 minutes out from falling asleep.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
watching them
Oh, yeah.
eyes. His eyelids are getting.
Yeah.
Getting heavy.
There goes the hand behind the
There
neck.
it
is.
There
There
it
you
is. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Moggs, Stevie, thank you. Jim, good to see you
Good night,
again.
Thank you, guys.
Brothers,
Thank you
we'll
so
see you
much
guys
for
later.
hanging out.
Thank you.
Take care, buddy.
Have to do this again soon,
Right.
man.
Sure.
Good night, Jeffrey.
Good night.
Jerry, now you know where the voice is coming from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was like, who's missing? I'm looking for somebody talking on the screen. Then I realized, okay, he's got his camera turned on.
All right, guys.
All right. Good night.
Very good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Good to see you.
Night.
Jeff, take care. Jerry, thanks again, man.
Stevie,
you as
glad
well.
to have you back. Get a good night's rest, guys, and we will catch y'all next time.
All right, man. Oh, there it goes.
It was
Was
funny.
that
I
you?
went to. No, I still didn't.
Oh.
I was just kicking Jeff from backstage.
Oh,
He was falling asleep back there.
God, it is after midnight.
Cleaning woman complains.
Yeah, right.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. If you had a good time, please hit that like button below, share it out. If you're new, subscribe
Leave some comments.
and leave comments. You know we like comments.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you to everybody that hung out with us. That was cool.
Yeah, that was very cool.
And only one troll, not too bad.
Right? And that
It
troll
wasn't
wasn't
bad.
terrible. No, they were
I
polite.
almost feel bad for cutting them off.
They were polite.
All right, we'll be back Thursday, same time. So hopefully we'll see everybody there. You have an amazing night.
Be safe.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We love you.
We do.
Peace and God bless.